Hey, it didn't crash.
Yay!
Yes! Don't you love it when a good plan comes together?
Hello.
Or a plan, anyway.
Thank you for the resub.
Oh.
So many kind souls
Requiem.
resubbing.
Yeah.
Thank you, kind souls.
Suspicious.
Wait, we're all looking. Are we all quiet? No.
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 Check.
The one on the right is the music. The one on the left is you.
Yeah, it just seemed like somebody was going low.
Probably me. We'll see. People yell, I'm sure. Hello.
Yeah.
Yell at us.
Once again, if you notice tech issue,
Tell
the
us.
impolite thing is to say nothing.
Or to wait for like 20 minutes and then say it just as we're starting to role play. Obviously, if you just arrived and you've noticed it, then
Even if it's minor,
yeah.
tell us. We can always be like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. We can be like, yep. Thumbs up.
Have you guys
So
considered putting
good.
maps of creation behind you? No. For example.
I mean, we could have it.
Did.
Well, yeah.
Did
We
you
did, Ellie Spot.
Oh, you might balance, yes.
We white
You get
balance.
the gold star this week. Ding!
Yay!
Put it on your sheet of paper on your fridge. Wait,
Always
that's your
always
character.
gets the gold.
I mean, especially because if I look over here, I can see on our, because we can see us on the screen that we have over here,
Dude.
and we look at a sync. But that's because
Yeah.
I'm hearing us and not the internal delay that it,
Yeah.
makes
Well,
it do
that
that,
the
so.
screen itself also has. So yeah.
yeah. So, you know, that's why we would just want to hear from you. But yes, we are white balanced.
Yay!
You know, lighting is another eternal question, but we'll figure it out at some point.
It's looking good.
I think
Feeling
we're
good.
looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So shiny. No, I don't want to open. I want to mute.
We all sound too enthralling.
Although I think, if I were to guess, I think my camera is tilted.
Yep. That's
Well, yeah,
Because
it's
you leveled out the
the
bookshelf,
horizontal, not the
Scott
vertical.
Not
wanted
me.
to give you a bit of a Dutch angle.
so now I look like I'm insane.
You specifically said last week, I remember you were like, no Dutch angles. And
And now I'm at a
I've
Dutch
done
angle.
this, yeah.
I'm very much at a Dutch angle, so I will play the whole session leaning on my left arm like
No.
this.
You know what it is?
This is gonna get crazy, folks. I apologize. It's on one of those ball heads.
Hold on to your balls.
I know.
Whoa!
Okay, so that's roughly free.
Yeah, it's because, anyway, no, I'm not going to defend myself.
There is actually a leveler built into the screen if you want to turn it on, but I don't remember exactly how.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to gimbal it. You're,
Wait, I know what I can do.
Oh,
Bye, John.
no, my trouble. It's not that. It's specifically that I'm trying to also center you. That's not my. That's not what I need.
Oh, but it's so cute.
I don't know where you are on frame. Great. How's that? Your verticals seem vertical.
Yep, that looks good.
yay.
Oh, that's not tight enough.
We call it the
How many
Netherlands.
times have I heard that?
Classic. Peace, Clarticus.
What, John's holding a thing?
Oh.
Yeah.
That too, yeah. I do quite like the idea of calling it a Netherlands angle. Die Nederlanden angle. Angelen, probably. No, that's angels. Oh,
Star Trek ship
Are you all right?
style shipquake. I'll do that once I'm not currently being
it's the
tweaked.
it's the impulse I feel to just like vamp and
just
cover
move over.
all the time.
Oh,
we
hold
go.
on. No, you're still not. Oh,
It is a little footsie, our little
sorry, folks.
arm.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's good. Whoa.
I'm just really digging these lights because it makes my hair look a lot better than it normally does.
Straight.
Not better.
Yeah, it makes this part look golden. Like it looks like friggin'
Sister Golden Hair Surprise.
What? What?
You don't know that song?
No.
What are you doing?
Sister Golden Hair Surprise.
Okay, how's that?
That looks good to me.
Do you need to scooch left or right?
Nope.
Or slightly move the itself on? Yes?
Nope.
Okay.
How tall is everyone in the Fang?
I described myself as tall and lithe, so I think Pyres is probably 5'10". That's tall to
Best
me.
is
5'11"?
6'2"?
It's tall to me, John.
5'10 isn't tall.
5'11" then.
Well, okay, 5'10 is tall depending on who you are.
Yes, correct.
For me,
It's
my
your
height.
height. Yeah. So we consider you a tall man.
I am very slightly taller than average for a North American male.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Did you just slosh yourself?
No, I
Keeps
did this.
popping
and
his top.
you know, once you
He
pop.
got really excited at the prospect of John calling himself above average.
What about everyone else?
I made
God
Gale
fucking damn it.
small. I think I made her 5'4".
Oh, we don't do things in
Right.
centimeters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
R.I.P.
Yeah, big.
yeah.
I do, but I'm
Good for
also
you.
weird.
Yeah, I think Oresta's like 6'2" sort of thing. Like she's big.
Nice.
Ciantella and Flavienne are both around like average height, so they're like 5'6".
Yeah, I seem to recall.
They're both around the same height.
Oh shit!
Ellie's
Ellie Spot,
tall.
that is awesome. Good on ya.
Oh my god, all these people coming out as tall in the chat.
Requiem, I appreciate people like you because I am small.
Small.
I am very small.
The number of times I've been like, "Don't worry, I'll get that down." And then this is just like,
You could tell by the way our kitchen's laid out.
it's true. I'm always like,
like this is the Liz shelf.
so close. Like, it's funny.
Tall.
Sorry, because I
6-inch
thought
femur
you could just like keep working out and your legs would get longer. Is that not how that works?
No, you need the James Bond stretcher from Thunderball where
Nice. Well, yeah, you. No.
Yeah, that
we've
was.
been watching.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're watching all the James Bond films.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Anyway,
Can't wait for some Twitter live reacts during my personal favorite, Moonraker and
Oh,
The
yes.
Spy Who Loved
That
Me.
would-
We should be live.
Those are
streaming this
oh my
amazing.
shit.
god.
Horrible, but anyway.
We should be, although we've
Right. do with your
Start the
Thursdays.
rewatch.
we have to rewatch the first 5 now.
Oh, balls.
Yeah, we should all just go to space.
Yep.
I'm in space.
Space.
We tried that. We did 9 episodes in space.
We tried that.
Nine.
Yeah. Just like the number of Star Wars films, because we're that good.
Boom.
If we don't count Rogue One or Solo.
Numbered episode. Fuck you.
We can do a Rigel episode and call it a solo story or whatever. I am kidding. Everyone's favorite nervous pilot.
Who wants to fuck his ship?
Yeah. Hey, well, hang on. Wait. Oh, I said yeah before I reacted.
Sophina will have the Christmas. I mean, Melba feels like Christmas special energy.
Yes!
Hey there, everyone.
Melba feels like Lego Christmas special energy.
I can't believe I made it home for the holidays.
So I guess that leaves Fina
Want some nog?
with Rogue One.
Rogue One? Oh, damn. You're
Yeah,
one
I
of
mean,
the
She's the diplomat and stuff.
That's true.
Talk to people.
Slightly more spy-y rather than slightly
I thought you were the rebellion. Rebel. This line does not make it into the film.
God, yeah.
disappointing.
Rogue One is a lot better on the second watch.
I cannot wait
Yep.
to rewatch it. I don't remember most of it now, which is great.
It's better on
One
the second
of
watch.
my favorite Star Wars movies. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Also, hi in the chat line.
Hello.
Hi.
Anyway,
Nicholson.
we're glad that you've tuned in for all these hot Star Wars
Oh,
takes.
yeah.
Yeah.
While we,
We can do ours, but we won't.
while we welcome you to your first Essence 3.
Is that what that was?
No, I was doing the Witcher 3.
Hey! Did you complete a
What's
quest?
just The Witcher, I guess.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I guess I can show. Look how many moats y'all
got
have.
so many.
Wow.
No, come back. I want to spend them.
Yeah, but it also is blocking out your character names and it's making it look weird.
Yeah, no, fair.
However, things that aren't weird are the fact that you're all here and that you're all here. That's really appreciated. And why don't we just ask you right away whether you spent any experience now that you're at Essence 3, and we can mock those who didn't spend experience mercilessly. 3, 2, 1, go.
The time-honored tradition of mocking those who do not spend their XP.
I purchased Fortitude 5 and Close Combat 5.
Holy shit.
Because I decided, I'm high-powered now, so I should be high-powered. Ding.
I bought a lot of things because we had a lot of milestones to spend, but just in brief, Embassy 4, 2 new charms, and one new charm and 2 upgrades to those charms, which is pretty cool, I think.
But you're hiding those charms.
Oh, I can tell you that one of them is Dread Tiger Symmetry, and its upgrade, Terrifying Apparition of Glory, and then the upgrade to Motive Discerning Technique, which lets me ask even more probing questions of the
Dread
storyteller.
Tiger Symmetry, the intimidation one?
Yes,
Ray had that.
I bet she did.
Yep.
I was
It's delicious.
didn't know if I wanted it, to be honest, but we don't have to get into my thought process now.
I bought up to Awareness 5 and bought a charm, an Essence 3 charm, Sense Riding Technique. Commit 2 motes, choose one target the Exalt can perceive. The Exalt may see and hear through the target as if they were physically present wherever they go. And it lasts until after Essence plus Finesse days.
My God.
Days!
You
Oh,
may
yeah.
regret casting that on one of us.
That's true. Also,
Yes,
my immediate question
I will.
was, do you work out when you use it? Can you not see through your own body for a while? Do you have to just, like...
Or is it a little
Catatonic
bit of
go-
like both kind of
Do
thing?
you sense all of the senses? Or just one of them?
It just says may see and hear through the target as if they were physically present wherever
So you
they
don't
go.
feel what they feel.
No,
So in other words, you get to see Pyres in all his glory, but you
but
don't.
not feel. Thank God.
Good to hear him.
That's okay. Ress will make sure to give a full overview.
It is a gall charm. Ugh.
Oh God.
Don't
I-
tell
Cobalt of
him.
Doom is continuing that gift sub they got from Kung Fu Fenris.
Hey.
I will also point out, unfortunately, to be a fun ruiner for everybody, I don't spend XP. I don't do that. I add things to sheets when I think it's appropriate.
Makes sense.
I don't track sheets for my characters, no matter what game I'm playing. So that's just me. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be running a system where I'll have to do that, but I just don't.
Is it the 7th today?
I'm a little
Yep.
choppy every once in a while.
Yeah. So we moved your
7th.
receiver.
Ah,
So hopefully that'll be...
Chop. Was that audio chop or video chop?
That's a good question.
Just
And Avatar Arcane asks a great question, which I actually forgot about, so I'm going to say neither yet.
I got more ox body. Hulk.
I probably will too, actually, yeah. I haven't done that yet.
Am I allowed to though? If I only have, I think I still only have Physique 1, so I'm still limited, right?
I think it's
Yep.
when you...
you can't buy.
Oh,
a
no, you're
second
right,
level of Ox
beyond, yeah.
Body if you don't
That's
have a second dot of
You can
physique.
get another excellency.
There's Kung Fu Fenris.
Hello.
Hi!
Hello from Cursed Bus.
German hinterlands.
We also have to shout out Dark.
Yeah.
Do you know why we have to shout out Dark?
Yes?
Why?
Because Dark was able to catch up on ExalTwitch Academy
Oh
all
yeah.
20, 30... I don't know how
36,
many,
37.
Yeah, there you go. 36 or 37 episodes of it,
Yeah.
which is pretty exciting.
It's a lot of episodes.
It's a lot of episodes. And to be able to watch live, where hopefully we speak slower than the pace at which you were
It must be
rewatching.
excruciating, like switching from watching us at
Oh,
like,
but I don't think...
times 2
We
speed.
sound drunk by comparison.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. So.
I just think that I should...
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend all the fucking money. Bastard. $12.
I feel
So
like
I
you
can
had
get
a...
a free excellency then? Instead of Ox Body? Is that
Yes.
what I
I
get?
think so, yeah.
You get a free
Double
excellency.
check that. Ooh.
Difference between Nexus and Academy?
Oh,
Well,
wow.
there's definitely differences in the tech.
Yay!
I'll tell you that
Thanks,
much.
Kung Fu Fenris. That is very
Thank
true.
you for the cheer.
And hopefully, Cobalt, that has increased your enjoyment
Yes.
rather than decrease it
I mean,
somehow.
if you prefer, we just like slap some webcams on some couches and like
Again, let's
fuck
go.
around and find out.
Yeah.
Like,
That seems a lot easier.
oh, good. It has.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Thank
Phew.
God.
Not in vain.
Balancing on like 6 board games.
You guys should have
getting
seen
knocked
that setup.
over
It
by
was
cats.
Wild.
So good.
Who made it work?
Remember when the board games were our thing? Where like we just played a ton
Yeah.
of board games and then
Yeah.
that kind of just...
4 years worth of euphemisms.
I mean, it sounds about right, frankly.
Anchored another witch.
Oh.
Oh.
It's very dangerous at times to anger witches.
Yeah, very
Um,
true.
So try not to do that. But at the same time, you should also have a recap of whatever scenes you want to pull forward. Ah, you thought this was a segue to
Oh,
safety. I saw you reach
it's
for
such a good
cards.
one.
Yeah, because, you don't anger the people that you're playing with, so you want
Right.
to make sure you check in with them. But
Recap comes in
first,
before safety.
That's
you
true.
recap what happened, because that would
Ah.
piss them off too, because they don't know what happened.
Last time on ExalTwitch Academy, the Hearth was at the House of Bells preparing for the arrival of the Celsi agents, while Pyres and Oresta went off and were intimate for the first time.
Gale overheard a conversation between Celsi agents and higher up Celsi agents using the artifact tables, and came to learn that Zindel and her associates seem to be pulling strings, kind of a mid-level.
Nailed it.
Bowden, one of the two, was interrogated, which gave us information about the details of the elixir, aka poison, and details about the ongoing plots of a Celsi, leading us to want to head to the Imperial City.
Boom.
Look at that.
Not bad.
You see what happens when you take a little bit of prep?
We did, like, because of this, well, I think there's one, well, I don't know. We discussed whether it was a super important detail about
yeah.
Xeontel as well, but
Xeontel is
it just
posing
doesn't
as a
fit
Celsi.
into that 3-sentence structure, you know?
It's just not on my notes.
Oh, yeah.
Down to, or it's not written in a place where I can scan it quickly.
Yeah, but with a little bit of prep, then things get a lot easier and you have more fun, right?
Yeah.
Prep
true.
is so important.
Just like
how prepping for your safety and comfort equals maximum enjoyment for the games to come. These are our safety and comfort
God.
cards.
Damn.
Green, yellow, and red. They each mean something different. You folks don't have cards. You do have options. We're going to get to those in a second. First up, green card. This means play, as in I'm good to keep playing. I'm enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that is happening, despite possible appearances to the contrary. A yellow card is a pause card, meaning heads up everybody, I just need to make the table aware of something. I'm probably good to keep going, but this is a quick check-in. And a red card means stop. In our case, that usually means that we will go to a BRB screen. And we will only start up again when everyone at the table agrees that we're good to keep going. What are your options, folks at home? Glad you asked. There's a couple of things you can do. First, you can message one of our moderators. Now, tonight we have Kung Fu Fenris, but I do understand that he's in a difficult Wi-Fi situation right now, so that might not be the best course of action for this evening. You can also whisper RPGClinic. That's going to go to John. You can pass along feedback or feels, thoughts that way. And finally, this is very important as well. You can always take yourself away from the chat or from the stream entirely. We'd be sad to see you go, but you have to prioritize your safety as much as we need to prioritize ours.
I'm also going to, I will say that if you send a message to RPG Clinic, it actually goes to all of us. It doesn't just come to me, because you'll see it here.
You're right.
Scandale.
Of course. Oh yeah, and I take back what I said about Kung Fu Fenris. Don't message him tonight.
No.
No.
Just saw that.
Don't message him
Attempting to
ever.
sleep on a bus, which is thumbs down.
Yeah.
But sleep.
I've slept on a bus.
I took up on
On
it
the
on the freeway.
freeway.
Fine.
Yeah.
I will point out that there is going to be a retcon. You are not going to be, I mean, the thing is, you could take a ship, you can also take horses to get to the Imperial City. As far as I can tell, it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. So we are going to have you just be on a ship. The thing is, to ride across the Imperial City won't actually be much easier. So in fact, they're most likely taking a ship and just going around the coast would be faster. Or just actually going up a river all the way through.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't care.
Fuck.
So you're traveling to the Imperial City.
Storyteller says
You're going to travel to it via boat,
Okay.
we've invented a river. It exists.
and that's the way you're going.
Yep.
Squads.
Fuck it.
Pyres is rowing.
Stroke. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Oh,
Stroke.
Not that kind of stroke.
I was gonna say, are we doing that the whole way there?
Well, when you attend an Ivy League college like I did, oh God, Pyres.
Ew.
I know. Well,
You
we
mean
all
like
went to
I
the
did as
equivalent of an
well?
Ivy League
Is this
school.
supposed to
Yeah,
impress me, Pyres?
exactly. No. Thought I was.
Does this impress you?
Yes, so much.
One before I go, EXA. Cool.
Thank you.
I don't know what that means.
Yes.
But of course he is typing on mobile, so
Yep,
therefore it might
it's
be.
probably auto-corrected. Hell and back. There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Yeah, you can't
There
see
you go.
90% of rivers. Yeah, so you're going by a boat. You're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Cool.
Actually, it's more like you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it, not my players, because they don't care either. I don't. think.
I just want to know where I am.
Emotionally,
So on a boat is
and
perfect.
Spiritually and physically.
But you do want the world to see you.
Of course.
But you don't think that they'd understand.
No, they definitely wouldn't understand.
Are you on a boat and you're going fast and
Yeah.
something about
Does Pyres have a
Ash.
nautical themed Pashmina Afghan,
we
and
go.
that's quite literally the only thing he's wearing?
Probably.
How big is this Afghan?
I feel like we've had
Enough?
this conversation
Also,
last
yes.
time we were on a boat.
Do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Do you have any questions before we start? I realize that for the podcast listeners, they're probably just like, "Who's he talking to?
I
Is
do
he
have
is he addressed two of the players but not the third?
Do you?
Do you out there in Chatland?
Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Shut up, Scott.
Oh, not again.
They're doing flips and shit.
Yeah, river dolphins.
Yeah, no.
Rolfin.
They are getting everybody all wet, but some people don't need the help.
Everybody all wet. That's.
No high fives on that one. No. Nothing?
I give you fine, whatever.
There we go.
Yeah.
You leave me hanging. All right. I'm going to remind all of you that you're at Essence 3 at this point, which does mean that you now have more moats to play with. You have more options in terms of the charms that you're allowed to buy. If you have any questions about your newfound abilities, please bring them up. It is all good. And we will do our best to resolve them.
Sweet.
Cool?
Yeah.
I've had a interesting relationship when it comes to travel, and travel by foot, travel by public transportation, travel by car, travel by plane. I didn't actually travel by plane much at all until more recently when I was working in my super secret location. But the concept of travel to me has always been one where I've been overprepared. I'm the kind of guy who is like, well, I'm going to need to make sure that I have like 8 books and, 12 games to play. And I'm going to make sure that I've got like 3 batteries to come with me in case I need it. And, I should probably make sure that I have a spare socks in my bag in case I, for some reason, spill something on my socks. I take way too much shit and I end up pulling out, my one thing and I use that. And then after a while, I'm just like, fuck it. And I just put my head down and I try to sleep. That's my travel. But I often travel alone. These days, that might change. But specifically for you, you will almost never be traveling alone. At least not on your way to the Imperial City. Which means that you have time. And time is a resource that we don't wish to waste, at least as much as possible. So as you're going forward today and traveling to the Imperial City, know that in this time there isn't instantaneous communication, at least not ones that are reliable, at least not ones that don't rely on tables. You don't have access to the internet, but you do have access to each other, and sometimes that's enough.
Oh.
The 6 of you, which includes Oresta, Pyres, Gale Whispered, Siontel, Flivian, and now also Moral, are all on your way to the Imperial City as dictated specifically by the Celsi, who said that they would guide you to the Imperial City. The captain on this ship is very kind and very aloof.
Nice.
Enough to show you where you'll be staying. Each of you has been granted a stateroom. Some of you may choose not to use your staterooms. That's up to you. Each of you has been granted a stateroom of your own, a private stateroom. Meals have been arranged. You have been given the run of the ship except for the captain's quarters. And otherwise, captain fucks off. Does not want to deal with you. The crew are polite, efficient. It seems like they're used to dealing with Princes of the Earth being on board. And treat you with the appropriate amount of reverence and respect while also not interfering with their duties. River travel is a lot different than ocean travel. It is a lot less fraught with danger. There's always land that you can see on either side. But the trip will take a while. But there you are. The galley has prepared lovely meals for you. The crew do not get such lovely meals. They get filling meals.
Efficient meals.
Efficient meals, yeah, exactly.
And the captain has granted use of, not their quarters specifically, but of the captain's mess for use for all of you, so that you'll have a place to sit and eat together instead of needing to dine with the crew. First night, your dinner is more extravagant. They always try to impress you the first night, right?
Sure.
And they've unrolled a big old cask of ale. All for you.
I mean, I'm definitely jumping into that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Is it worth using my drinking charm?
You have a drinking charm?
Yeah.
What? Not what? No. What? I do.
I think
but no,
it's
it's not
useful
worth.
for like
He just gets charming when he drinks.
Oh.
Very good. No, anyway, yeah. I'll offer to serve drinks to everybody. The 6 of us, I mean. Not the captain.
The captain's bong sits in the center of the table.
Come on, sis, take a hit. Like, what?
Feels like I need to loosen up a little bit.
Oh, shit.
bubbles.
Oh, boy. I'm going to kick back a little bit. Myself. All right, everyone. Favorite memories from the House of Bells.
You mean out of 6 weeks that we spent together? Wait, 3 weeks?
Sure, if
We
you
had
want
4
to.
years before that.
Or the time before that, yeah. My favorite memories don't involve the destruction of it, so yeah, I probably wouldn't pick that one myself.
Morning exercise. Just the routine.
Like-
it was nice to have structure. Wake up early, run, exercise, see everyone. It was normal. I took it for granted, but I miss it. I don't know whether that's like my favorite number one memory, but
No, but I can respect that. Having that structured, yeah, it reminded me of being at home, in a way. Not like here. No structure. We can do whatever we want.
yeah, I like flip a coaster.
Whee!
Chaos.
You fucking rebel, you.
Yeah.
I like the time we all spent in the bell tower.
Really?
Well,
There's barely any gateway.
but there was some.
that is, I can confirm there was some.
And I did win, so that was satisfying and expected. But that was also when we got to know each other, and I figured out what each of your weaknesses would be. To use for tactical.
36 episodes later, we're just learning about this. I'm sorry.
And I did other good things in the tower, too. She's not looking at Siantel.
I am.
Are those weaknesses still in place, or have they shifted? Sorry, Liz.
I'm trying to remember
On the
what they
spot.
are.
Why don't you make us a chart?
A pie chart, perhaps?
I will do this for you.
I don't understand why weaknesses are the sort of thing that you would put on a chart, but all right.
If it makes Gale happy, I say it's good.
It does.
Are you leaving to go?
Yeah,
do
yeah, that's me calling back through the.
Oh wow, you're just leaving the dinner to go make a chart.
Yeah.
Or at
Nice.
least get some paper.
Okay, cool. No, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
I'm going to get some
Party
paper.
on.
I'll be back.
Okay, I didn't expect that, but yeah, I guess I never expect Gale. Huh?
Favorite?
Oh yeah. I have a memory of taking someone on in like a training duel that was just so satisfying to be able to just. It wasn't about showing off, you know? It was about actual skill. It was about actually trying to best someone. They told us no holds barred. You know? That's how you know it was meant to be taken seriously. And it was just so. I mean, we were never taught to hold back, but there was something exciting about being let loose to do whatever you want. Freedom of it. And then being reined back in to relearn tactics, steps, motions.
We could do a form of that. There are enough of us.
That's true. We
We
could.
could spar.
Well, I always spar when I have the chance.
For me, it was the fact that I got to go to bed at the same time every night, even though it wasn't enough sleep. The idea that I knew that a day was over.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so weird, but just the idea that time was predictable. That I had class at this time. I had lunch at this time. I had to be in bed by this time, and that I could choose whether or not I wanted to listen to that time. And now there's no time. I have all the time.
So you can't defy someone's order. Not an order, you know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that meant I was a bad soldier all along.
I don't think so.
I liked being the one to give the orders. I liked being the one to know that I was part of making that decision instead of being alone or being told. I liked learning that. I liked the idea that that's how I was going to end up.
Do you feel like this is a good representation of that?
No.
No commanders here. Oh.
No, I don't. Because it's only just recently that we sort of figured out what we were fighting for. That's kind of the thing, right? We're headed towards the Imperial City. That's what we're doing. We know we're on course. We're there for a reason. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but at least I know why we're headed there.
Exactly. The fact that it's a fight, so to speak, that we know what the stakes are and we know what the price of failure might be. That's good. I like knowing what the options are. Having a purpose. I'm with you, Siantel. Glug. Thump.
My favorite was always in the late night, when I would get out of my bunk, not get caught, sneak into the armory, and then I realized that's not where I wanted to be. So I snuck into the kitchen instead. And I stole so much. And I brought it back for everyone. And I remember... I remember not everybody was so pleased with the feast that I had brought. I suppose you can guess who that might be.
I can always guess, yes.
Brevin, it was Brevin, right?
Oh, you're back.
Yep. I played that I came back from a little while.
Totally missed
didn't
it.
Say it. I heard Ciantel's.
I'm just...
Except the Brevin still ate.
Oh, he just wasn't happy that you brought him food.
He wasn't happy that I was disobeying orders.
Yeah, sure. But he's happy to take part in the spoils of it. God, it's just like him.
It was first year.
I had something to
Wait, that week that we didn't have bread rations, was that you guys?
I mean,
I'd like to establish a fact.
you can establish a fact, but I don't think that they could possibly eat enough bread to...
No, I assume they'd like punish.
It's like a
them or
punishment thing,
something.
yeah. That's
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
the idea that
Establish
you
that
ate
fact.
so
Yeah.
much bread
Because
that we had no
bear
bread
in mind,
for a week.
you ate remarkably well. You're still aristocracy,
Yeah.
right? Like,
No.
you weren't getting, like, MREs.
Yeah. I just really wanted to say
Yeah, you can say that. That's fine.
the great bread rationing of 20,
Bread week was you.
900 and whatever.
983 or
it is, yeah.
whatever.
I don't regret the
Sorry,
thing.
kill it.
We were never caught.
You are now. Ha ha! I caught you.
Oh, no. I'll have to get you some bread.
You'll have to punish her.
That's option C.
Click, click, click.
That's the one in the ship with the...
Yeah. What? It's like you were showing a drawing.
I drew you a diagram.
Hello.
I didn't see no diagrams.
who got the
unless
diagrams.
Gale still has
I have them. I'm not giving them to you.
them. Classic.
You're not sharing the diagram?
Of course not.
Not a Pandora.
They're on Discord, though. Check it out.
My time was different than yours. I'm not sure that I have the same sort of experience that you do.
Why not?
You had yours at school.
Yeah.
I assume you had morning calisthenics.
You had that
classes.
sweet 7th year room we never knew about. Obviously not sweet now, but
It was going to that room after our first major victory.
what did you do?
Once you hit 7th year, once you have the right to enter that room, the first students who are allowed to go into the basement of the bell tower are the ones who win the first mock battle.
Hmm.
It felt so sweet.
Hmm.
As if we'd earned it, when in reality, we simply were better that day. We thought we were invincible. But we weren't invincible. But that day was everything. For one day.
Do you still talk with your old Fang mates? Did you all went your separate ways?
They're dead.
Pyres is just like, look down to the table.
I killed them.
No way. I give her a slug on the arm and promptly have my head taken off my body.
Well, that brings us back down to 5. Still have a
Yay.
fire aspect. It's all good.
Can I play Morale?
No.
Now you can play llama.
Oh,
Llama.
Our fire llama. Of course.
We lost touch. I know that they weren't there.
Right.
Not at that time. Viren reached out to me. Perhaps that's enough.
When did he reach out to you? Was it after you graduated?
Yes. He didn't become Games Master until after I graduated.
So you had no contact with him until then?
He was most persuasive.
I bet.
Certainly tried.
Do you think that he used, other means of influencing you beyond just him being persuasive?
Maybe. It's hard to tell. And in this particular case, it is actually hard to tell.
Yeah.
Not all exalts realize that charms are charms.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Yeah. Are you
not
just
all
really
charms are
persuasive?
obvious.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
like,
are they-
oh, I'm really persuasive because I'm exalted, or is it specifically I honed and developed this technique that lets me? So it's not an easy question to answer. But he's dead now.
Sure is.
Do you think they're following us?
Who?
The ghosts of the House of Bells.
No. Do you?
No.
I mean, we hadn't been back until just now.
There were no ghosts while I was waiting for you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
The burials were rushed.
Yeah.
I hope they're at rest.
Did you come up with your weaknesses?
I don't know how many of them still apply.
What?
They all seem pretty small compared to what we've encountered since then.
Oh. But I still like talking about myself too much. Isn't that still a weakness?
Yes, that's still very exploitable.
Oh, I see.
You do like talking about yourself a lot.
It's
You
true.
always have.
I was encouraged to, though. Wasn't I?
That's fair. Excuse me. I'll see about getting us some more. Morale gets up and heads out of the room.
Okay, so here are the weaknesses, and I spread them out and distribute them.
I firmly turn on my bunk,
How
my
dare?
bench. Yeah. Excuse me.
What?
You don't trust her.
Not enough to hand over our weaknesses on a silver platter to her, no.
She's not gonna turn on us.
Not saying she will.
If she's gonna turn on anyone,
I'm
she's gonna
saying
turn on me
these were
first.
secrets we shared to each other in confidence. They were not mine to tell.
That is very true.
It is true.
So,
I can't argue with that.
I also took the liberty of writing them in a light code for you all. You've all been given code names.
great.
Your bread.
Oh, it's true. No one's gonna guess bread. No one's gonna figure
Are they
out
literally air, wood, fire, earth, and bread?
You'll solve the mystery there.
Holy shit, what are our code names?
It's bread, bay, bro, and books.
And did you name yourself?
I'm writing it
And
down.
boss.
Boss. We're alliterative.
Holy shit!
Dead.
Am I bro?
They. Yeah, I guess
And
so.
then who's Morale?
Bro.
I don't know.
Oh!
See, I was
Sorry,
gonna
did you
use.
call yourself boss?
Boss.
That's so good. I just look at this sheet and my mind is
Self-opinions.
reeling.
I think that in itself has revealed a lot, Gale.
What?
I don't know. Mutant years go overboard.
I spelt it with a W. I think it'll really catch on.
Bouse?
Bounce.
Sorry.
I have never heard of that spelling.
I'm
Interesting.
not sure if this is low-key shade on Scott's Twitch handle.
It is, and I'm hella here for it. Bring it on, bring it on. I'm into it.
So the light code does describe that Bread committed murder as a
Yeah.
young one in school.
Christ.
Deserved it.
Yeah.
Fuck bullies.
Right.
That Bay is a member of a sketchy house. The sketchy house is not named.
Sketchy house.
Writing these down.
I forget everything else that
It
Books-
was
revealed.
Books hated bro.
Oh yeah, Books hated bro.
And now Books
Growing
is
up with bro.
with bro.
It's my other secret. I had 2 secret intimacies, but they were kind of like,
No.
who cares? One of them was about music and dance.
Yeah.
The other was about House Sinus, which no longer applies to us,
Uh,
ironically. Anyway, incredible.
Anyway, so yeah,
cool.
that's it.
What was Oresta's?
Oh, that she hated Pyres. And that was a potential fracture in the fang.
Mm.
Is that still the weakness?
Well, like I said, they don't all still apply. But now your weakness can be exploited another way because Books and bro are.
Brooks?
Bang.
Sorry?
Oh,
I don't understand.
yeah, what do you mean?
What's this?
What
Brooks
is
was here?
bro doing
You-
with books?
You are getting
What is books doing with bro?
getting into it.
I'm sorry.
Getting
everyone.
into it.
You're
Is that
getting
like
into it.
combat training?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and
yeah,
that's
a lot of
weakness.
drills with each other. Jesus Christ. It's all gone.
I look at Siontel
The
like,
session's gone.
do you deal with this every day? Like, what is this?
And so that's also a multi-directional weakness.
Indeed.
Our fang is fractured
This is why I created the
going to fall
questionnaire with
apart.
the pie chart, because we need to stay on top of the situation.
on top.
Yes.
All right, which of us need to be on top of the situation?
We all
That's
need
for
to be
you to
on
decide.
top.
Tell.
I don't know what happened to us.
The stress of trying to bring down a Blessed Isle wide.
So option 3.
Which one was?
We need to go.
4. What was the number?
Yeah, I
I've
think
lost track.
I think it was 4, but
4.
what do you mean? Go where?
I need to show you the really, really big eel that I found in my stateroom.
Oh, not
Okay.
when you were swimming? It was just in your room. Cool.
That's really cool. You want us to come with you?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
But I know that Gale Whispered is remarkably afraid of eels.
After the incident.
Yes, so terrified.
In the heightened sense, you know.
Are you
squirmy
doing this for
things.
my benefit?
Why
I
don't you
feel
go
like
off and do number 3, you 3? Get out of here.
This is the end of the fang, isn't it? The end of the hearth.
Flavian gets up.
Yep.
Reaches out, takes one more piece of bread, just sinks her teeth into it, looking directly into Pyres' eyes,
I mean,
and then
I think
walks
he's
out.
kind of into it.
Oresta refills her tankard and walks out holding it. Going.
Gale will collect any codes that have remained behind in case anybody didn't take theirs with them. She will.
I
collect
would
them.
probably burn these if. No, sorry, do what you want, but I just think that they're very compromising if they were found by any enemies, including my sister.
I think it's really sweet that you think I needed reminding of that, Pyres. They will be destroyed.
Well, it's just if you don't trust someone we're traveling with, I would suggest burning all the evidence. that
Great,
she
done.
can't use it. I appreciate your logic, Gale, but I don't appreciate the way you're treating her.
Okay.
I'm just saying that.
You know her a lot better than I do. My impressions of her have been
Negative.
negative.
Of course.
I am working on changing my impressions of her, but I am not yet at the degree where I am comfortable handing over our greatest weaknesses as individuals to her.
Of course.
Does that seem like it makes sense to you?
Yeah. It
Great.
does. Can you trust that I performed a miracle with her?
Can
I'm
you
serious.
trust that I am Jesus Christ?
Pyres immediately starts walking upon the surface of the river outside the boat.
No, I can do that.
You're also okay. Sorry. That's ridiculous.
Technically, we all have.
Yeah,
We've all walked on water.
that's true. Wait,
Yep.
It's called ice. It's
it's
still water.
true.
Pyres, you did a great thing. I'm not
Catholic
saying
pies.
you didn't.
Super.
It was really impressive.
Thank you. I don't need to be appreciated. I just wanted to,
Well, you wanted me to admit that you performed a miracle, so
and that things can change faster than you might think.
absolutely.
So then we're on the same page.
Nope. But I understand your reasoning, and I accept it.
You know, by that reasoning,
Yeah.
it means that at any point, any one of us could potentially be shipping off towards the enemy instead. All it would take would be one really nice dance, and that breaks up the hearth, and all of our weaknesses get out to the enemy.
Yeah, it does.
And you should know, Pyres, by the way, that I'm not saying she would turn on us willingly. I'm saying it's possible that some of Viren's persuasive methods, maybe there's some kind of activation.
Yeah.
That can be used to manipulate her. We don't know. We don't have enough data. And that's what I'm asking you to understand about my perspective.
I do. I'm sorry, I'm protective of her, you know?
Of course.
Weirdly.
Why
And
wouldn't you be?
She will always
doesn't need
be
it.
she will always be factored into my strategies. She will always be protected.
Good, because she's got a great reach with the Grim Scythe.
I know this. I measured the distance.
Okay.
I can go the distance.
Apparently I have an eel to see, so I'll leave you guys to enjoy the rest of this. Sorry, Gale.
Go enjoy your eel.
Thanks. I guess. I don't really like eel. Like, Pyres is leaving. I don't really like eels.
Gil's taking the codes back and burning them.
Nice.
He's right, you know. Performed a miracle. And we are in the business of performing miracles. All of us. 10,000 dragons. And all of them. The Anathema. They'll perform miracles too.
They do. I'd really like to see some of them someday.
I think I realize now why the reflective game is the hardest game. Every time you move a piece, that piece then becomes your opponent's. Every time you move a piece, the entire board becomes your opponent's. And yes, it's difficult, and yes, you have to start thinking about how that's going to change things, because anything you do, your opponents might do as well. But I think the real reason why it's tough is because we don't want to think that way. We want to feel like we're in control at all times instead of always ceding control to our enemies. All the time. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're up against.
That's what we asked you to do. We asked you to hand yourself back to your old house.
They might take me. They might have ways to bring me back to the vendetta.
You know that I can't promise that won't happen. But I will promise that we'll do everything we can to stop it.
No. Not everything.
Yeah.
We're soldiers. And we have a mission now. And I don't want you to jeopardize the mission just for me.
You're part of the mission.
If the difference is saving me or saving creation, you can't save me.
I don't see why I can't conceive of a way to save both. I can consider that a personal challenge.
What if the rules don't work that way?
Then I'll rewrite them.
So you're not Bracken, you're with that thing.
She didn't operate under any rules at all. Not even her own.
I hope you're right.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I just don't have enough data. We're going into this not knowing anything. We have a name. We have a name and we have your cover, and that's it.
No, we have more than that. We have ourselves. We have our virtue. We have our convictions. Our courage. Our temperance. Our Exalted Second Edition flashbacks.
I have another weakness to add to the sheet. It's for me. I love you.
Is that a weakness?
It can be exploited by our enemies, yes. If found out. So we have to keep that tucked away.
Hold that thought.
Oh. That's sad. Sad.
It is.
Where are you headed?
Wee bit.
The Flavian's quarters?
Where are you headed?
Olivia's stateroom.
They're two different rooms.
Yeah, 2 different rooms, exactly.
Santel's in the third room.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Shit.
Flavian's shit.
Yeah.
Flavian is sitting on her bed,
Shit.
waiting. And I assume you arrived first because Pyres had to
Yeah.
stay behind for,
A little tiff.
making sure that somebody, thinks he's cool.
Priorities.
I have flaws, okay? Fuck.
How dare.
Excuse me.
Well, you came.
I have.
It's an interesting option that you've chosen.
No, that was mostly said as a joke. I don't want to put anyone into a position where they would be uncomfortable.
I'll nix option 8. There's some inherent discomfort, but not altogether unpleasant.
And, there may be some, personal particulars that could factor into adjustments to whatever number we choose. Strength, height, flexibility.
Just wait for a moment. You can arrive at this point.
I start to walk in, and then I pause and knock at the door.
Learning!
May I come in?
Yes,
I go in and close the door behind me.
I see you do what Siantel does not.
We're different people, she and I.
You are?
I know.
Oh.
Well, that's going to make things very confusing for you, I think.
I'm going to need some time to freshen up, if you'll excuse me. And she gets up, and she approaches the door. So she isn't going to any private
Mhm.
washroom or whatever. She goes to the door. I'll be back in a few minutes. You might need this time. She smiles. She opens the door. She winks. Then she closes it behind her.
What's she playing at?
Should we be freshening up?
Pyres literally just does this. Whoa, and to look he fluffs his hair or whatever. How do I look? That's very good.
Please tell me that is an instant regret crossing Oresta's
No. It's just like, of course. Like, I don't know what I expected, but of course. Pyres here is perfect as ever.
Don't always feel it, but thank you anyway. What do you think she means?
I'm honestly not sure.
Do we have anything to talk about?
I suppose we can establish where the two of us are at on the subject of whatever option 3 or 4 or 9 or
How
whatever.
many options does she have?
As many as she comes up with.
Wild.
There's this one where I'm falling off a cliff.
Oh my.
And catch you with one hand?
Oh no,
Oh,
the difficulty is that you have to be able to finish in the time it takes to fall.
Then you land in the
need
water.
an air aspect, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, an air aspect is really more useful in these sorts of situations.
Hello.
It's true, right? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I stand. I know how I feel about where I stand, which is pretty great, but I don't know what that means exactly. Sorry.
No, sorry. As far as I understand, she's been spending some time with each of us separately, and now we've spent some time together, so it's just figuring out whether or not that all fits together.
Only one way to figure things out.
There are lots of ways to figure things out.
That is probably true. Only one way I know how to figure things out, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
That's, yeah, exactly. At the House of Bells. That was good for you.
Sorry, yep.
Not killing that.
I was
There,
like,
never mind.
the House of Bells is like a four years, and, a month context of time
That's
here.
true.
So it's
Just
like,
now, right after we killed that
eh.
woman, but before the other two guys. Yeah, okay. It's that moment, yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah. And for you,
Yeah.
would you be interested in pursuing that further?
Yeah, I would. Like I told you, I don't know. I feel a lot of things for a lot of people just right away, And it's hard for me to distinguish what is lasting. I mean, I've heard of relationships between princes of the earth lasting hundreds of years. And like that love that they feel, that passion becomes maybe a duty, or it becomes sort of lays the groundwork for something more committed. I don't know what that feels like. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to know.
Figure it out, I guess, yeah. I mean, there are also pairs that last that long through duty.
That's true.
Service to the house. That's not where love lies for them. And sometimes love is fleeting.
Yeah, it's true.
Or sometimes love is on a fleet. But I'll save those novels for another day.
Okay. That's funny. You should read me some of those sometime.
I think you'd probably make a better reader.
It would be cold reading. I wouldn't have read them before, so...
But as a fire aspect, you'd bring the heat.
Oh boy. Yes. 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 All right.
I forgot.
I'm so glad that is there now.
Oh, what a tweet. What a text.
I
to
forgot.
receive.
Oh, I was close.
Oh, I was close. You were in fine form.
Look, Gucci is Jesus snuggled, all right?
I can't
What?
believe it came up again. Came up
It
now.
was like, okay, John either had a seizure or his phone decided to auto text me or something's going on, but I'm pretty sure he's streaming, so something's going on.
What's going on? Incredible.
Or she's secretly jumped off of the ship and swam away because she's the most skilled of us to take that option, and she never wanted to do any of this, and now we've lost a hearthmate.
I really hope that that's not what's... I really hope that she hasn't been lying then to us, to herself, that whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
That would be terrible.
that was an attempt at lighthearted humor.
Pyres like goes in to embrace Oresta, just like out of like, that was funny, you know.
Oh,
Oh.
she probably keeps the embrace a little longer than just a teehee.
Okay. A little longer than a teehee. Sorry.
I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the difference is between I have a hearthmate who I care about and who I've sworn kinship to, and I have a person I love. How is that more exploitable?
I don't know. It just feels like it is somehow.
I don't know if that's good enough. I'm going to need more than that.
I don't know. It feels like it's something that if SLC found out, they would use that.
Are you that good at hiding the way that you feel?
I can work on it. Can you?
I hid from all of you for a very long time. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you. Because I'm worried that you're going to find a way to blame yourself about something that's going to happen. And it's going to be because of no fault of your own. And you're going to feel like it was your love for me that did you in.
Don't worry about me. I'll just take this into consideration in my tactical planning moving forward.
So you're allowed to worry about me, but I'm not allowed to worry about you?
Yes.
Explain to me how that makes sense.
You have enough on your plate.
I
You're
don't
going
have-
under deep cover.
I've been in deep cover my entire life. I'm going back to what I'm used to. It's like putting on an old shirt. One that was comfortable, even if it wasn't necessarily the right one.
So, should I not have told you?
No. You should feel the way I feel.
How do you feel?
My love for you isn't a weakness. My love for you is my greatest strength. My love for you is what's making it possible for me to step forward and betray a house that raised me. My love for you is the thing that gives me the strength to know that I'm going to be able to step forward and beat the rest of the Imperial City. Oresta believed in me, and Pyres inspired me, and Flivian's just been there for me longer than any of you. They're my greatest assets. I don't have any territory to cede. I don't have any soldiers under my command. All I've got in terms of my weapons is my rack staff and them. But you're not a weapon. My love for you it's a purpose. And maybe that's the thing I needed most of all. And that's not something easily broken. Not with 1,000 swords.
I thought we were always supposed to be fighting for something bigger than us. Are we allowed to just fight for each other?
I believe in what we're fighting for. I believe we can do it. But ask me on one of your questionnaires why I'm doing this. I can tell you the answer right now. I believe in a better creation. But what I want is you. And don't you dare tell me that that's a weakness.
I can't after you phrased it like that.
I can be exploited. We can all be exploited. It's one of the first lessons they teach you. Everybody has their price. Instead of focusing on what my price is, I'd rather focus on what I have to beat them. Okay?
Okay.
Now that being said, you just told me that you loved me, so you're going to have to add a little bit to that. Because I feel like I just yelled at you and I don't want to ruin the moment.
I hadn't really planned anything past that part. I don't even know why I chose to tell you right now.
Incredible.
By the way, in case I got my resting concern face on. I didn't really know when I decided what it was. It just felt like the right thing to say. I mean, as soon as I was making strategies and I even had a thought cross my mind that I would place you somewhere slightly away from the action because that would protect you. I think that's when I realized it could be exploited. I never did, but I wanted to. But then on the other hand, there was the part of me that was like, no, I should put you beside me so we can be standing side by side. I didn't do that either. I wanted to. And then I sort of realized that maybe all of this stuff added up together to mean something.
You know what the best epics do? Like the best epics. The ones where noble lovers go out and they fight and one inevitably doesn't come back. You're gonna make a beautiful mourner. Staring off into the sunset. Maybe a single tear flying away from your face. As air currents whip it away. I imagine that's what happens to you all the time.
I don't really mourn staring into the wind all that much.
You will. Or maybe it'll be me. I'll have broken free from Miss Elsie. And it'll be at the cost of you, and I'll fall on my knees and I'll look up and I'll appeal to the elemental dragons and I'll beg them just to give me one more favor, to give me one more chance to kiss you one last time, and instead they'll send a breeze through my hair. I don't think it was you. And the rest will read about it and she will eat it up.
God. Got my number.
I didn't grow up around a lot of love, so it was kind of hard to pinpoint when it happened. I operate within frames of reference, and I didn't have much of a frame of reference for that. My parents hated each other, but I know that's not weird for Princes of the Earth. But
Admit it, it's a little weird.
it is a little weird. It's weird that it's not weird.
Do you hate me?
I just said I loved you, so now I don't hate you.
Welcome to your new frame of reference. Although I'm still really curious as to what option 4 is.
She drew diagrams for me of other stuff, but I don't think anything was option 4.
What did she draw?
And I pulled them out of my pocket.
God.
None of them are feasible. Don't ask how I know that. Because, I mean, this one looks like it's on a boat, but that's, I guess that. I don't know why she thought I needed these. To be honest, I was asking for her opinion because I wanted to buy you something to say I was sorry because I almost got myself killed, so I got you a little gem for your bracelet, and then she said I shouldn't give it to you yet because I should wait until we've had a talk, and it shouldn't look like I was trying to buy your apology. But then she gave me these, like that was somehow more appropriate.
I think somehow she gave you another frame of reference.
Oh, she did. This is just a baguette to target on top.
Flaviana opens the door to interrupt the two of you mid-embrace. Has it progressed beyond an embrace?
Oresta probably was gonna pick up Pyres.
Physically?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so
Sure.
perhaps she had.
Do you lift one single leg?
Whee! Absolutely. I'm graceful like that.
With the intention of moving him and sitting him down on the bed.
I love it.
So perhaps we would have just arrived at that point.
Mm-hmm. Mid-placing.
Yeah.
It's always easier when someone has started without me.
Where you been?
I was freshening up.
Come on in here.
Should we be freshening up?
What does freshening up even mean?
I run my hands through my hair again.
Oh. It seems like it comes very easy for you.
Some people are
Taking a
born
bath?
talented. Yeah, that too.
I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong.
What makes you... Sorry, go ahead.
Are you worried?
I know what you told me.
What did you tell her?
I told you to.
Oh. Yeah, she told me too.
And yet I'm still here. At your invite. At your request.
Well, it's your room, and it was at your invite and your request. But yeah, I think so.
I have to say, I think you make a very handsome couple.
Thanks.
Couples are overrated. And she just takes one deep breath, flexes her shoulders back, and just her front just...
Nice. Cheers. No.
Apparently freshening up was quite literally half loosening all of her buttons.
Nice. Just one by one so that they'd all pop up at
Bunk.
the same time. It's pretty
Oh.
sweet,
It's
actually.
difficult to do.
Mhm.
Oh.
Just... It doesn't actually, like, her clothes don't explode off of her body or anything like that. But enough that, like, just a couple go off, and then she just looks down and looks up. Or her head bows down and she looks up. We're not going to have a lot of time. Maybe just a couple of days before we arrive.
Yes.
Is part of your trip going to be spent here?
Part of mine is.
I would like that.
I don't think I need to freshen up anymore. And she just leans against the door and it latches closed. No. Option 4.
You gonna get a diagram?
I prefer more hands-on training.
Live demonstration.
It's better than dead demonstration.
Unless that is option 4.
Pyres, come here. You're feeling especially snappable today.
Oh yeah, you're horrible.
I'm very glad that I'm here with you. What?
I don't know what
Sorry.
that quote was. I'm
Fuck
so
is this crap.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
Whatever.
She digs into her bag, and then she lifts and pulls out a jar, a tin jar, or the equivalent of
Right.
the jar.
Mm-hmm.
And then she opens it up, and just this wonderful aroma just fills the room. It's citrusy and florally, and there's this hint of leavened yeast. And
Oh,
Hearth for Fluvian. Mm-hmm.
sure. What is that?
oh, I made it.
Oh,
Lie down, both of you.
that was obviously Pyres getting very excited. For those of you listening on the podcast, my water bottle popped open on its own.
It's
As I got excited.
because it does that several times a
I
day.
know. I'm really sorry. That was really fun.
Scott's always popping his top.
Why don't you lie down? That's a bad one. I mean, I do.
will
I don't know
follow
what the.
instructions.
Yeah.
Various items are shed.
Oh.
Various others are applied.
Oh my.
Do you require more?
I mean, no. I'm happy to square brackets FTB here.
Yeah, sure.
I will make it absolutely clear that she goes to a very deliberate effort to pay attention to the two of you equally.
Mm-hmm.
Oresta attempts the same.
So this isn't just like the Pyres show.
No. I don't think. I think Pyres.
Please tell me that Pyres is like selfish as fuck. And he's just like starfish
Yeah.
on the bed.
Horrible. Finally, I've got both of you here.
I mean, isn't that what sex is for him? He just stands there and lets people enjoy his
him.
greatness.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
I think so. No, it's all right.
They just behold you and like, oh!
Wow! There it is.
Hate to
I think Pyres is trying to be equally generous as well, but he's having a hard time prioritizing them equally. He will prioritize Oresta over Flavian.
Do you need to alter your pie chart?
I would have if
I'll
I
do
had
it
it in
for
front
you.
of me. Yeah.
Wasn't his already like
I think
75% Oresta?
I can't remember.
I realize we need a fade to black button. We need
It was
like a
75
button-
25.
Yeah.
Great
We need
job.
a button that just sort of like plays like a like an in tune from Final
Oh.
Fantasy as just like it dark
As it
Yeah.
fades
and then
down.
comes back up again.
Oresta was 45-55 and it swung the other way.
Nice.
Or maybe it can be like wafting curtains that like go across the
Ooh.
screen.
That'd be really nice.
No, yeah,
Total
fade
eclipse of the
fade
heart
to like
plate.
a fireplace.
Oh my gosh.
Fade to like a train going in the tunnel.
Wipe.
Yeah.
Even though it's like super upsetting. It's like the last time they're gonna see each other. Train
Except also like all of those montages are very phallic in nature, and what happens if there is no phallus to be had?
Well, this is a great question, John. And probably
Wafting curtains or wafting curtains.
Thank you.
excellent Requiem. I'm not sure if it'll be clear, but
Okay, I know what I can think of in terms of like weird montage sequences for that, but I'm worried that it'll just be like not
Yeah,
cool to start.
so
I'm just thinking like a
anyway,
curtain blowing in the
Yeah,
breeze.
yeah.
Just
We're
laugh.
just gonna
Nice.
fade that to black
there we go.
Yeah.
anyway.
God damn it, John.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were ready to get rid of us.
No.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
Oh, you can go. Do you need?
Well, it's.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
continuing
going back to
RC
them.
and you're switching?
No, you
I thought
faded
you
to
were
black.
switching. Great.
Yeah.
I just was laughing because I can't. Because I'm apparently have the maturity level of like. Anyway.
The
Yeah.
rest of us. Yeah, basically.
Fair.
The rest of us.
Okay. But I need you to be aware that I will not prioritize my own life over the missions. I'm sorry, I won't.
I couldn't promise you that I would prioritize my own safety over acquiring knowledge that might help us, so I can't ask you to do the same.
No, what I want you to. So it looks like we're in agreement.
Looks like we are.
That's what we signed up for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens if we win? I don't really have a house. I used to have a house, and then I took on the mantle of another house, but it feels kind of disingenuous for me to just pretend like that was my house all along, and you know what I'm talking about.
There's some stuff I like about my house and some stuff I don't.
That's fair.
I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do? It's not option 4, is it? Because I think that ship sailed.
No,
Or it's happening right now.
it's definitely happening right now. I want to travel around. I've just gone back and forth between Ardif and the House of Bells my whole life. I haven't really traveled. I haven't really gone anywhere, and I want to see if I can track down other Anathema,
Why?
because I want to see what a bunch of them together can do.
They can kill you.
Or they could kill someone bigger than us.
Like Oresta?
Like a Death Lord.
What?
I think we could save Thorns. But I think we need Anathema to do it.
You?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and I haven't said it out loud.
You want to get together Anathema, who by all rights want us dead, convert them to your cause, and go rescue Thorns? Have you ever been to Thorns?
No.
Have you ever been close to Thorns?
No.
How much have you read about Thorns?
Everything in my house is pinpointing the threat that they think is the biggest. And some of them think it's the wild, and some of them think it's the Anathema, and some of them think it's Thorns. And I just started thinking, what happens if we take one threat and pit it against another? This ruined the mood, didn't it?
I mean, no, yeah. You want to take on a Death Lord?
Long-term planning.
I mean, admittedly, that's only slightly more insane than wanting to overthrow the realm, but a Death Lord. No one ever said you didn't have ambition.
I haven't told anyone else.
think I can understand why.
Please don't tell Pyres and Oresta. Please. I promise it will not compromise anything that we are doing right now. But
this
if we
based on-
win, that's what I want to do.
Is this based on Bracken? On Juin? Or have you been thinking about this for longer than that?
I've been wondering, but it wasn't until Juin and it wasn't until Bracken that I realized that we're not necessarily at cross purposes with Anathema.
You know, there's something that tells me that you might not have gotten past page 2 of the 1,000 Upright Actions.
So do you think it's a dumb idea?
I didn't say that. Look, I know what I've been told all my life. And I'm trying to throw that away. But just the same as you might not have trusted Moral, with knowing all of our deepest, darkest vulnerabilities, I don't know the Anathema. So I don't know if there's something that we can do with that or not.
Maybe there's nothing. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe I'll be killed instantly.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not getting the mood back.
Sorry. It's just... I don't know. It's been nagging at the back of my head for years and years and years.
Is it okay if I'm not there with you yet?
Of course.
Because I'm not there with you yet. I don't even know where I'm with Juin. Half the time I want to kill her.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, it's how we were taught. So...
Bracken.
Bless you.
Bracken, I don't even know what I want to do with that. I sort of feel a little better about Bracken because I kind of get the feeling like she means something to you, and I don't feel like killing somebody who means a lot to you.
I appreciate that.
But I don't know what they are. And I know that Excelsi brought them here to try to mess up the realm. So I just don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Excelsi sees them as tools. They see them as...
No, Brevin's a tool.
They see them as pieces that they can reveal at key locations, and the fallout is what they exploit. But nobody has bothered trying to see what they can actually do when there's something that they're fighting for.
It's because they're usually fighting against us. Aren't they?
I don't know. Does that mean they're on the side of the Death Lord?
I don't know.
Me neither. But
And I get it. You want to find out.
yeah, I need to.
Speaking of finding things out,
Hmm?
option 4 involves an awful lot of making sure that comfort and relaxation are handled.
That's nice.
Massages involving things that smell like yeast and citrus. But when it's over, or perhaps when there's an appropriate lull in the action, Siantel sits up.
Vivian?
Fuck.
Shit.
What? Siantel just sits up while talking to... I think they're done.
Oh, that was option.
The ship's not rocking anymore.
Quite the current out there, Captain. No.
No, I think I do need to freshen up a bit.
Bit nice one.
You gonna be okay?
I'm just going to assume that everything's going to be amazing from here on out forever.
I think that's a pretty fair assumption, honestly.
Excuse me for a moment. She gets up. And then she very lightly just trails her fingers along both of your backs before she leaves. Wrapping herself up first.
Sure.
She doesn't actually have to. It would be considered normal for her to just walk out if she wanted to. She's the Prince of the Earth.
Yeah,
We're just gonna have to
do whatever
fucking
you
deal.
want. Yep.
Yep.
But she does.
It's a very particular image, but I want it to be clear that like Pyres is gonna roll over to Oresta and just like snuggle, you know what I mean? He's in that kind of
Snuggle
mood.
up with her.
Yeah, and just kind of
Nice.
like look up towards her. Hey,
So,
what do you want?
I assume in terms of this.
No, just anything really. I just want to know something that you like want. Because you can probably get anything you want, so what is it that you can't have?
I feel like I've accomplished something and closed a chapter on something properly. I was supposed to finish my schooling and go off and do the usual stuff, and school's gone. Conquering Viren is just a stepping stone to solving the mystery and trying to unravel what seems to be something tied to the entire realm. Isn't the kind of thing that you can just put a little bow on in a night.
It's true. I mean, changing the realm, building a new one, those things will never be done. Really.
Relationships are something that are ongoing.
Yeah. That's tough. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. If you want closure, you can just like just kick me out of the room and say it's over. That'd be closure. Don't do that, but you could if you wanted to. Don't do that, but you could.
I'm not going to.
Okay, that's good.
Do you want to do more of this? The three of us?
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, it's awesome. First and foremost, it's like the big. that's.
You don't know. Maybe Flavien's just a fucking rock.
Can you imagine?
No, Oresta is.
Hey, oh, hey, oh,
Hey, oh, hey, oh.
hey, oh, hey. Yeah, I really do.
And do you prefer it to individually and separately, or in tandem?
No,
Mixed bag.
yeah, it's not about preference. I'm just seeing what feels right for me.
So far, so good.
Yeah, very much so. Is it weird if I tell you that? And then he like rolls over. It's like very dramatic.
Pull him close. Like he can roll face away, but like no, just
No, I know.
Yeah.
Arrested desires cuddles.
No, I'm just kidding.
Spooning him.
Yeah. Oh. Little like escapes Pyres for sure. It's like
Iron body concentration. Her arm just gets.
yeah. Adamant skin.
Earth Dragon
form.
form.
Yeah, exactly.
Soak more hardness.
Okay. Well, I have. Never mind. You know what? It's fine.
I mean, she's been soaking some hardness for a little while
There
now.
you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
We'll be right back. We're not going anywhere. Sorry for those of you watching.
Too bad.
Too bad. Bye.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't know if I can say that I love you, because I think I feel love for all of us, and a different kind of love for you and for Flavien, but also a different kind of love for you, then Flavienne. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I say it, it feels like limiting
You
somehow.
don't have to say anything. I prefer to get a yes or a no when questions are asked, particularly in terms of consent, but
Oh, yeah.
beyond that,
Okay.
Look, we may have hundreds of years to figure this out, or maybe tomorrow we'll fight some great battle and point will be moot.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, it's kind of reason to just throw caution to the wind and just say anything, right? Isn't it?
No, because there will probably be repercussions tomorrow.
Hmm.
So say what you feel. And that can change.
I feel that getting to know the four of you like this has been a turning point in my life and will take me somewhere I've never been before. And more specifically, it feels like this now is what I'm meant for. Not like in the sense of a concubine, just in the sense
I was going to say, I think you're meant for more than... Look, you're very good, but
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
you're meant for more than
Snuggle
just
up a little bit more.
evening encounters.
Thank you. I do mornings as well. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
Pyres.
guys.
Well, we'll have to find out about that at some point.
It's different. Probably. I wouldn't know.
No?
Nah.
Should I come knocking?
Come find me. I might be snoring, but just wake me up. It'll be great.
I've heard your snores.
Oresta, I was with Brevin once,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not... Part of me wants it again, and part of me doesn't ever want to see his smug little face ever again in my life. Does that make any sense?
And it does, based on the information I have thus far about the two of you.
Okay.
I don't think I personally would ever be able to wrap my head around it in any sort of specifics, but there's something. He gets under your skin,
Yeah.
but I think it's because I think he succeeds, and I think you let him because there's something more than just animosity.
I think it's that we both know that the other is a version of ourselves that's somehow both better and worse, and we just want to that version of ourselves to go away, to win. You know? We just want to win. And
I mean, I could just shove his face into the ground again.
that was awesome.
I could just, end the contest. But I don't think that's what it's about for you.
No, it isn't. But I don't think I want my life to be about having to win, having to beat somebody at their own game over and over. It's not what I want.
There will always be someone that's better than you at something.
Yes.
You can never be the best in the world. Even the Scarlet Empress. Gale might outclass her in Gateway, or you might outdance her.
Based on what I've heard, I don't think it's true, but I would be willing to try if she wanted to.
I'll play you for this egg.
My fucking egg.
But the sum of her parts would outclass any one of us.
Well, she has several advantages.
Age, wisdom, power.
Yeah.
An Imperial Mance.
Yeah, that would do it.
The defense grid.
What are those?
War Striders.
Oh, tell me more.
Stop.
You had to step on me, but this isn't what I meant. Pyres.
Is that the first indication of Pyres being like, I want the Scarlet Empress to step on me?
With her War Strider. Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, I'll just have to make sure to arrange a schedule next time
Schedule.
we see Brevin. Make sure to
Oh.
pencil him into the margins.
No. Oh.
You.
No, I don't think so.
I can be a supportive ear. I can stand by you, stand apart, punch him in the face, shake some sense into you.
That I think I need sometimes. Yeah, that would be good.
But whatever it is about him, I think is worth trying to figure out at some point. And you seem to learn by doing.
It's true. But you're right. I also can't. He knows how to cut to my core, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about that. Because I'm never going to be a different person. You know? He'll never not be able to do that.
You might get better at handling it.
It's true. Maybe.
I don't think he's our enemy. So, if you're going to work on vulnerability training, perhaps it would be an asset.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure Gale could write us an entire strategic report on the matter.
I somehow... Actually, that would be pretty fun. Maybe I should get her to do that. Right now, I'm not thinking about Brevin, though. I am thinking about whether Flavienne's ever going to come back. That's not a note to the ST. That's just a note of, like, Pyres being like, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about you.
Oh.
Sploosh.
Tonight is a splooshy night, folks.
All our tops are popped.
John was like,
All our tops
he
are
was
popped.
making a knocking sound with his water bottle, but it caused a sploosh.
Small eruption.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
God, John. John, are you
John's
okay?
going on scream. Oh my God, totes lurk.
Totes. Terrible.
Is that a knock at the door?
Sure.
Was it supposed to be?
Yes.
You let us know when you're ready to proceed.
I'm ready to proceed. I just want to make sure that I've sopped up this
He's freshening up.
Pyres is pulling on his breeches.
breeches.
Paresta.
Pantaloon.
Oresta? Who's that? Pantaloons!
Oresta is going to kiss Pyres just behind his ear and then say, come in.
It opens up and Flavienne pokes her head in.
Feeling fresh?
Sure, fresh is another word for it.
Would you like us to give you your bed back?
Your sister is standing at the bow of the ship.
Is everything okay?
She's just alone. I thought you might want to know.
Thanks. I should go.
I can chat with her.
No.
What?
You're going to stay here.
Oh.
I'm not finished with you. You talk. But there's something in her expression. It's not that she's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck Pyres while you're gone.
Oresta's gonna get some clothing on and kiss Flavienne relatively passionately if she'll allow it.
Yes. I will allow this.
Love it.
I will reciprocate.
Yay. And then depart.
You can't be the one to always go and rescue her. She's going to need to learn to deal with the rest of us.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't planning on rescuing her.
Yes, you are. I'm not telling you this to try to disprove you. But you were going to go out there to make sure that she was alright? To make up for the fact that she was not currently spending time with you? Because if she's standing in the bow of the ship, she's most likely not involved in option 4. Which, let's be honest, is off the table when
Right.
you are involved.
Yeah. I mean, if not me, then I don't know where everybody else stands on her. Sorry, guys. Wild.
Just stop popping. Stop closing it. You gotta keep it open, bud.
I mean, look, if you don't think that the rest would mind, I could deal with that.
I'm betting. I'm getting you a new water bottle.
Thank you, legitimately,
Oh my
please.
God.
I have several recommendations for water bottles.
Yes.
I
Flip
have-
Water aspect
I have
would
bought
indeed-
many of them.
Water aspect would, in fact, have many.
I seriously, I bought a lot of water bottles.
Awesome.
I thought so.
We also have several sitting in a closet if you just want one.
Yeah.
And it'd be like you.
Then it would be like I've kissed my friends. Is that what you're getting at, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got our fucking flu shots. We're like ultra protected.
Getting ours soon.
Make us for everyone.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not sure who else would go to be with Morale. I agree with you, but
Oh, trust me, after a while, I'm going to go and knock on Gale Whispered's door, and I'm going to send her up there.
that should be interesting. How do you plan on convincing her?
I'm going to say, Gale Whispered, I know that Morale is standing at the bow of the ship. I think you should go talk to her. And do you know what will happen?
She'll say, I'm not sure what the tactical advantage of that would be.
Yay!
All right.
Hey.
Yes, that's probably what she would say. And then I would tell her that I want to go talk to her because she's important to you.
Right.
We don't necessarily have to be her friend, but we do have to be able to communicate and trust her to a certain extent. Otherwise, we should throw her overboard right now.
I'd rather we not, so I think I prefer option 1. Of the 2 options that you just gave, not the other options that you listed earlier.
There's always option X.
What is that? And why did you do away with the numbers convention and switch?
It is a moment of last resort.
Like you're surrounded by the enemy and it's just you and your fang, and you have to make sure that they can't capture the intelligence that you have. That kind of last resort, is that what you mean?
It is the moment where everyone in the Fang realizes that they must be as one. That way.
Everyone in the fang?
Everyone. I don't think it will happen. But option X, it has been drafted. The paperwork is in. The strategic advantages are numerous.
I have a question for you, Flavian.
Go ahead.
Gale Whispered drafts tactics in her sleep. She's always thinking about moving us around like pieces on a gateway board for tactical advantage, for superiority in combat. I dream of things in terms of how it feels. Maybe what I can find out from someone else. Oresta sees things plainly. Perhaps from a distance sometimes, perhaps up close others. Why is it that you see everything through a lens of passion?
Because I grew up poor.
This is not the answer Pyres was expecting.
Passion was all we had.
Huh.
The wealth of the Blessed Isle does not extend past its seas. There are those out there who desire much and who cannot ever achieve it. It's not as if everyone on the Blessed Isle is as well off as we are. But it can be worse out there. And there are realm subjects as well.
Do you think some of the wealth, prestige, the status of the Blessed Isle should be, I don't know, distributed to the satrapies further off?
I don't think I have those answers.
Just curious what you think.
It isn't that simple. Wanting something, believing that it is right, and knowing how to get there, they're different things. I am a soldier. I am not designed for government.
I think you do okay with some sort of food management. I'm kidding.
Don't fall into that trap. I care about you, Pyres. I care about you a lot.
And I care about you. What trap?
But I do not believe that you are capable of anything.
What? I'm incapable of everything?
I don't believe you are capable of anything you want. You have to be capable of what you're good at. It's what you are built for. Or do you mean everything?
No. I can use what I'm good at to get what I want or what's best. What's right.
No.
Why not?
Because we are all built differently. We have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. And I believe that one of my weaknesses is that I am not born to rule. Perhaps command, but not rule. I would be useless in government. I don't enjoy bureaucratic red tape. I don't ask before I take things that I want.
You asked me.
You're not bred. Yet.
Wait.
Option bred is still in planning stages.
That got weird. What sorcery is this? If
You might be built to rule, maybe. But you cannot do everything.
Someone has to.
No.
Not do everything. Someone has to rule. Someone has to be in charge of doing what's right.
You are still searching for your destiny. Perhaps you are not a soldier. Perhaps you are destined to rule. I'm not.
But when do I stop searching and start finding? If I don't make those decisions, when am I ever going to be able to be on the path to something that I want?
What do you want?
I want the realm to be united under a leader that cares, under a leader that doesn't want to just play us off against each other.
Do you know who the leader is?
I know who one possible leader is.
And who's that?
You're looking at him, and I lie back, and I'm just like, hey. No, anyway, he relaxes on the bed.
Alright, leader. Then prove it. Prove it, and everyone else will follow. But don't fall into the trap of believing that all of us are suited to this. We are not. I'm very good at two things. I'm very good at being a soldier.
And, I mean, I don't want to assume, but I think I know what the other thing that you're really good at is.
And what is it?
Well, just a few minutes ago, you did that thing, and it was quite good.
Oh, you want to see me when I'm trying?
I am insulted. You weren't trying? What is this?
I was warming up.
You're fast losing a place on this pie chart, Plivian.
She'd answer, but
Oh?
she's learned that it's not polite to speak with her mouth full.
Wow! If I could flip this table right now, I would. Yes! Also,
Anyway.
may I just say, golly, Miss Polly! Like, woo!
You sing when
I think so, yeah.
So this was a ploy to get Oresta out of the room to talk to Morale. The long con.
The longest of cons.
I'll pretend to be interested in what he has to say.
The ship sometimes is passing close to settlements, but it isn't stopping. It seems that speed seems to be of the essence at this point, and the ship is not taking any
essence. Sorry.
There's a part of me that wonders whether anyone tunes in like 5 seconds before I say something like that, and then they're just like, nope.
Just leaves you immediately.
Dumb jokes. Look, they are getting a flavor of what we have to offer.
This is
It is true.
fair approximation.
The flavor is yeasty and citrusy, apparently. From earlier. That was from earlier, not. Never mind.
Perhaps. Never.
No. Yep.
For some of them, this is going to be the first time they've... Never mind.
Been to the Imperial City?
When we pass by, they see the ships. They must know that there's a chance that there's one of us aboard. But they don't know for sure. I'm standing here, and they don't necessarily know. They can see that I'm dressed well. But perhaps I'm merely a diplomat.
What do you wish they saw? What do you wish they knew?
I'm not certain I know. No, not that music. Oh.
I was.
You-
Oh boy.
Like, oh,
Bringing back a lot of feelings.
I used to think that I wanted them to see something powerful.
You are.
I used to think that I wanted them to see someone deserving of that power.
I think you are.
But now I'm not sure what I want them to see. I want them to see truth.
That's one of the most difficult things to show and to convince others of.
I couldn't see it. I don't know why, but I couldn't see it when I wanted to.
It's because lies are often more appealing. Because liars wrap them up in pretty packages.
Maybe. Maybe. How long have you thought of yourself as a soldier?
Since a very young age. My mother was.
Do you still think of yourself that way?
It's a little more complex in the last few months. Since wresting control of the Fang, becoming commander,
Tell me about that.
we were reshuffled. That doesn't happen, you know. A Fang is a Fang from the beginning of our schooling to the end, barring death, disbandment, discharge from the school. A Fang is a Fang through to the end, and yet that was shuffled.
And yet the Fang that you ended up with is the Fang that you swore a sworn kinship to.
We were put into a trial by fire, and perhaps that isn't as severe for some, but for us, we were forged.
I lost touch with my Fang,
I would have lost touch with my previous one.
but not this one.
I don't know where things will take us, but I feel like I would risk anything for them in a way that wasn't quite the case before. The stakes weren't as high when it was just class and drills. When our lives were truly on the line. When the fate of the school and now the realm hung in the balance.
You paint a very difficult picture.
It puts you as a sixth wheel. Sixth oar. I don't know how to make an allegory for it.
I'm not certain it does. I'm with you because I believe what you have to say is correct. You've offered me a truth that I can believe. One that's been backed up by your actions. I have no reason to believe that you have any other motive than the good of the realm, than justice.
That is my truth. And I think that the five of us share some truths, but we are all individuals. We all have our slight variations on the same motivations. You were motivated by your loyalty to the realm, to a cause that you were told was noble from a source that seemed an authority.
You have made strange bedfellows along the way.
I have seen to the end of one that I sought to defend. One who I gave a bracelet promising her that she'd be safe the next day and let her keep it. And then I didn't save her when I found out what she truly was.
And what was she?
I don't know, but not one of us. And yet I've let others live, those who I know are anathema, because they are useful, because they seem to be fighting for a cause that leaves them more valuable alive than dead.
And for as long as they're useful, they stay alive.
Initially, it was because I wasn't certain I could destroy them on my own. Now, I do not know.
That's fair.
It's complex, being in a position where you can make those choices. So no, I don't think I'm just a soldier anymore. I have to make choices beyond which enemy to parry first, which thrust to lean into.
I still remember learning at the House of Bells two very important lessons in my 7th year. I remember asking if on the field of battle I were to discover that there were allies of mine who I did not completely understand. Not soldiers assigned to me, but perhaps an ally that had agreed to fight alongside me, and that I discovered that their motives were not what I originally anticipated. What should I do? And I was told that what mattered was the battle. What mattered was the outcome of that battle, and that the future could always be seen to when the sun rose again. And I remember also being told that if you could question for an instant whether someone was on your side or not, they could not be trusted. And without trust, war is hell.
Even with trust.
The teacher who taught me the first lesson was Seven Fingers. And the teacher who taught me the second was Juin.
And
So who am I to believe?
Both were telling their truths. I don't know about Seven Fingers. I feel like there were so many layers to him that I didn't unmask the final mask. And Juin, I don't comprehend. But she has her own code. She knows what she is. She despises what she is. She cares about the realm and she cares about the students. But sometimes self-preservation takes priority over one student. I don't understand her. But I can call her. She has given me that power over her. She has given me her weapon.
The Dialash. She gave you the Dialash.
Yes.
I never saw her without that.
Trust.
I thought it was a part of her body.
She first lost it when Viren tried to kill all of us. Thank you.
For what?
Choosing Pyres over Viren.
I didn't know he tried to kill Pyres. But I remember him telling me that if Pyres could not serve him, he would have to be destroyed. And I asked him if I could do it. At the time, I thought that it was because I was proving my loyalty. And now I wonder whether it's because I never intended to kill him at all.
I'm glad you didn't have to make that choice.
So am I.
You may be older than us, but as far as our kind go, you're still young.
4 years out of centuries means very little.
We are allowed to make mistakes. We are allowed to be misled. We are allowed to be naive. Even with the world and the realm hanging in the balance. It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
I don't think Gale Whispered trusts me. I'm going to kill her tonight.
I'll have to sell.
Good luck.
I'll have to sell her on your strategic value. If she can trust you in. If she can trust in Anathema.
She trusts you in.
No.
She has some sort of. She's put Juin into some sort of box that allows cooperation. So I just have to figure out how to fit you into that box.
Sometimes I'm thirsty, okay?
Someone quote that, please. Thank you so much.
Fit Juin and Morale into Gale's box. Also,
And also
John's
John's
thirsty.
screaming. Sometimes I'm thirsty. Okay. Screaming
Screaming!
at the top of his lungs.
No.
Rip Devil.
I can confirm that was not the top of his lungs. All heard it, and that was not it.
Ox bellows.
Bellows.
Ah.
Good times.
Oh, look, the quote information is right there.
Thanks.
I should talk to her.
You boy.
She thinks in means of strategy. She thinks in terms of gateway. She cares deeply about all of us.
Gateway.
If there are ways to communicate,
I think I know how.
these might be passages, inroads.
Oh god.
And she seems to be true to the tropes I've heard of Liddell.
Do you care for my brother?
Yes.
Beyond.
Yes.
I hope he realizes how lucky he is.
I think he's learning a lot.
He didn't finish school.
Nor did I.
then you'll just have to keep learning. And she turns around, just lays a hand on Oresta's shoulder while she passes by, nods once, and then heads below.
Nice.
Guess I had that, chat.
It went good.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not discussing this. I did not just come from doing things to him. I totally did.
Is it obvious?
Do you have that birthmark too?
Oh,
Who?
it's my face.
Ew!
It's on my hip. It's a birthmark.
And then
Not a tattoo.
it's your all of you,
Yeah,
which is a birthmark on all of you.
it's a Russian nesting doll's
Yeah, it's
birthmark.
Pyres all the way
situation.
down.
Pyres all the way down, baby.
Finding a way to John Green this.
Okay.
Hey, we'll take it.
An abundance of pyres.
Yes.
May I speak with you?
Sure.
Door opens up and Siantel snaps her head up and turns and looks, and her eyes widen somewhat. I hear you're a gateway player.
You heard correctly.
Do you have a board?
Yes.
Oh no. We're all no.
Siantel's like, should I stay?
Yeah. Yeah, stay.
Set it up for 3.
I look to Siantel to see if she wants to play.
What version are we playing?
Insert.
Challenged choice.
I'm gonna write 3-way gateway.
Yeah.
Challenged choice. Oh, the choice to the challenged.
Yeah,
not-
the choice of the
I
challenge.
thought it was a variation on gateway called challenged.
That would have been
choice.
cool too.
That's what I thought. So
Um,
sorry. Please.
I name
continue.
a version that can be played with 3.
Okay. The only one that can't is the reflective game.
All right.
Right. That
Very
makes sense.
specific.
I'm so sick of the obscured. So let's say
Ablative?
ablative.
Ablative is every time you move a piece off the board, you poke that square and it falls down into a tray.
That's
So the board
cool.
shrinks.
Nice.
How would we do that on this? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Ablative.
It gets propped up.
Great.
And then you just go poke it and it just falls down.
Yes,
It's like that
I'm
game-
in.
It's like that game that was popular with those kids for so long.
She doesn't say a thing. She's just playing.
First roll of the stream.
Gale,
Let's
please.
go.
Please don't do terribly. This is your thing.
Gale.
This is your thing.
I would trust, Liz, that if it does happen to not go your way, that it might be due to some sort of influence beyond your control,
That's true.
as opposed to like you suck all of a sudden, which would be bad.
Is this a finesse war?
This would be, well, it depends on how you choose to. If you want to grind the game out, it's Fortitude War. If you want to try to outmaneuver her, it's Finesse War.
Outmaneuver.
Okay, Finesse War.
Excuse me.
I am.
Are you specifically hoping to beat her, or are you specifically hoping to win the game? Because Siantel is a third player.
I would like to win the game. I think that's important.
Okay,
I think it says something.
all right.
I'm the best, is what it says.
I am spending a moat and utilizing my excellency.
I had to imagine you would.
Are we doing stunts in this as well?
Just stunt. I don't. You know what? From here on out, you've stunted. I will tell you if you didn't.
Thanks, John.
It's a lot of dice.
Stupid.
Can you imagine?
Stunt. Okay, that's one player's roll. And here's another player's roll.
They're there. Okay, I see. I see now. Okay.
Okay.
11.
Whoop. Whoop.
I hope it's enough, though. I don't know.
You hope it's enough?
Yeah.
You think it's enough?
I think she's secretly, like, amazing.
Gateway. 3-way gateway.
She's good. She's Siantel good. But she isn't Gale Whispered good. Or I should say she's at least Siantel good. Siantel is the first to fall. Moral, in fact, takes her flag with an oddly compassionate look as she eliminates her from the game. But her extending that way was a very slight error and leaves her forces just spread out enough that you managed to surround and then decimate what little resistance she can put up. It was one mistake, but all you needed was one, and you made none. But you can tell. Maybe you'll play this game over on the ceiling.
Yes.
Nice.
So cool. Love that show.
Yep.
Good game.
I had heard you were good. I didn't know you were that good. I don't think that there was ever a moment that I had any advantage over you.
You clearly play very well.
Do you want to know how many successes each one of them rolled?
Yeah.
Siantel rolled 5. Moral rolled 8.
Mm. It's a lot of successes. It's
Yep.
a lot of successes.
It does mean that out of 10 games, Gale Whispered might win the most, but she certainly wouldn't win all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly play very well.
Can you tell me where I went wrong?
Mm-hmm. And I do.
Just like, yep.
And it's done in a very very clinical, direct way. There's no she takes this very seriously. There's no mockery to it at all. It's not a haha, I got you. It's like, it was this moment here, your forces went this way when you should have held some back in reserve. No.
Yeah, Moral asks questions.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem to be at all interested in trying to find out why she lost. She's more interested in trying to find out how she could have won. Why you won instead. So the focus is not on her ego. The focus is on getting better.
Mm-hmm.
But also why you prevailed.
So Gale goes through, like, step by step. She remembers the game perfectly.
Sure.
Because she will replay them in her head later.
She does too. She remembers each move. She doesn't remember so you highlight the strategy that she missed, but she does remember each move that happened in the game. I see. Thank you for the game.
Thank you for the game.
She gets up. She heads to the door.
Gale lets her go.
She opens it and closes it. Not like...
I was about to say, does she also leave?
Then she just sort of stands there. You can't see me anymore.
I've left the scene. Oh, nice. Obfuscate.
Probably. That's a Gale move. That's also a Liz move.
Sounds about right, actually. It's weird that those overlap.
Look.
I thought the Liz move was just to claim different house rules in Monopoly that somehow benefited her at the time.
That's right.
Oh, shit!
That is the Liz move.
Oh, I thought it was the raptor dance, putting on pants.
That is actually a Liz dance move. Very true. We'll check the Discord, though. I'm sure we'll have instructions for it later.
You just signed up for raptor dance lessons.
I signed up to show a video of it. Yeah, I did. Film me.
All right.
So what was that about?
I don't know. It's...
She came in to get whipped at Gateway and then left?
Maybe she was trying to find common ground. Was I that obvious? That I maybe, out of all of us, trusted her the least. Was I obvious?
Yes,
Oh, I was trying not to be obvious.
you didn't succeed there, but that's okay. You're allowed to not be obvious. You're also allowed to be obvious.
She was really good. I appreciated our conversation after.
But she left.
I appreciated that too.
Why?
Because I feel like she understands that this will take some time.
Huh.
When you joined the Fang, remember I came up with the backup plans in case you betrayed us because we weren't sure if we all trusted each other yet?
Yeah, I remember the backup plans.
It wasn't personal.
I never took it personally.
It's the same here. It's not because of who she is, it's because of what I witnessed her do.
Do you have backup plans if Pyres goes against you?
No.
Oresta?
No.
Yourself?
I have to trust myself, otherwise I don't even know what I would do.
I want a plan for if you betray us.
If I betray you, get Bracken.
What if she's the one who's making you betray us? She's Anathema, and we know that you have a previous relationship with her.
Right? Okay. Then all of you make sure that you get into trouble. Make me choose between her and all of you. I will choose all of you. I can assure you.
And what about Pyres?
If Pyres betrays us, then we go to his family.
Oresta?
We go to her family.
I'm gonna go tell them what you just said.
Okay.
Because we're gonna trust each other. Because I believe that you thought of this because you cared about the mission. Right?
This wasn't in my head. This is...
Then why did you do that?
Why did I give you an answer?
Yeah.
Because you asked.
Oh. She kisses you.
She kisses back. Hey, you know, breaking away.
Not like
we should probably not. I know you're maintaining your ruse when we get to the Imperial City, but should we pretend that we're not?
It means that I have different levels of compromised.
What would they want to see?
They'd want to see that I have... They'd want to see that Oresta believes that she has my loyalty. They'd want to see that Pyres believes that I believe that he is a gift from the elemental dragons to creation. And they'd want to believe that you would do anything I asked you because you love me. Because they taught us that one of the easiest ways to get someone to make them do what you want is to have them love you first. But you'd do the same, wouldn't you? If you were in their shoes. You already said yourself that you thought it was something it could exploit, right?
Yeah, I did.
So don't hate yourself for being smart. They've been doing this for centuries.
Can we go back to kissing?
I think so.
Incredible.
Maybe no more talking about this for the next while, okay?
Okay, but we are gonna have to. No. I don't want to plan anymore.
What move was it where you knew that you had her beat?
It was this one.
And that's when she kisses you.
Yay!
Clap, 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 clap. Hmm.
Get out of my room.
Yeah, of course. Hey,
You can come back, but you have to talk to Oresta first.
okay, is there anything in particular that I should be talking about?
Tell her how good I...
Just did what she did.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I don't care what you talk about with her. But I'm going to make a rule. You don't get a chance to stay here until she knows. And vice versa.
Okay.
Until both of you tell me it's alright.
Okay. I appreciate that.
If at any point the two of you say it's fine, you can stay over whenever, and I'll be here. I'll keep the bed warm. But until then, you at least have to know where you are. Alright?
Yeah. Very strange, Vivian.
Why? Because I see that what you two have is different, and I want to protect it because I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. That's it exactly.
Pyres, you are one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen in my entire life.
I mean... Go on.
But what you are starting to see with her, that's more special than these. And she just runs one finger along each individual defined muscle.
Nice. There are a number of them. Anyway. Cheers.
I know. You aren't the only one who has them.
I don't know how you can see that when I don't see it myself.
Does a
Yeah.
painting know how beautiful it is?
No. Paintings are also a bit of a sore subject for me, but I think I'm coming around to it.
Get out of my room.
Yeah, I'm going. Thanks for everything.
Go.
Spins on his heel and heads out. I suppose he has a direct instruction, so he's going to go look for Oresta.
I mean, if he wants to follow his instructions.
Does he want to be naughty?
My NPCs are not gods.
Oh, it's true. That's a good point. I can defy them all I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm going to go do? I'm going to go see if Oresta and Morale are still talking.
I don't even know where Oresta is, so.
Well, hell, I'm going to go
I
check
know
the
where
bow of the... I'm going to
Oresta
go
is.
to the bow of the ship. That's where I'm
Oresta is
headed.
not at the bow of the ship anymore.
Hell shit. I'm still going there.
Okay. You're at the bow of the ship. It's getting dark.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then never mind. I'm going to go...
You could, like, crawl out and, like, raise your arms and set yourself on fire and be the light.
Wow. I was
Damn.
going to say, you know.
Be the king of the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
as it were. I'm the king of creation.
Be the figurehead.
Wow,
You'd make
that
a
is a
pretty figurehead.
strong-ass metaphor, guys. I really like that. I am going to go find Oresta or Morale, whoever I find first. Hey, how's that?
I don't know where Oresta is, so you'll have to ask her.
Yeah, where are you?
she's
Pyres.
yeeted herself off the
Woo! Hey, you said come visit. You didn't say when.
Yeah.
Well, damn. I guess I'll check there last. But I will find you there. Oh. Just the person I was looking for, actually. And I, close the door behind me.
So, morale's fine, I guess. You know, broad conversations about purpose and being and place in the world and goals and dreams and whether or not I care about you. So that happened. So I guess she is aware that I care about you.
That's what you told her?
She asked something like, do you care about Pyres? And I said yes. And then she asked something slightly more direct, and I said yes. And that was the extent of the conversation on that subject.
Right.
Did you have carnal relations with my brother?
She did not ask that question.
And I would not have answered. I mean, you would have probably, let's be real, but
Probably.
maybe not, actually. I don't know.
I probably would have responded with a question at least to start. But
Mm.
that's not what happened. So.
I appreciate you doing that. You don't think she's gonna...
She went off to talk to Gale. And I told her to use Gateway as like a gateway.
Smart.
Hey, she finished her schooling. I assume that you have a few more Gateway lessons in 5th, 6th, and 7th years.
Probably, right?
So that's what I've been up to.
I am supposed to tell you two things. I am supposed to tell you that how absolutely incredible Flavienne was when she, and then I well, I'm not going to be graphic about it, but
You give some details.
I give some details.
She's
Yep.
good. She's very good.
I'm also supposed to make sure that she knows before she sees us again, individually, where we stand with her, making sure that she knows it's okay. And I think we
They
both
had that
made it pretty
conversation
clear that,
while she had stepped out.
yeah, I'll just make sure she knows.
I mean, I don't know. Did she blow your mind enough that it's changed?
Ask me again in a few minutes.
Is that opening a door for me to change your mind further?
I don't think my mind needs changing. But if you want to try, I'm sure we can figure something out.
I'm not looking to cheat this, Pyres. As much as I can think of a dozen ways that I would enjoy attempting it.
Pyres literally goes to sit down and kind of misses his chair a little bit. He's just like, whoa.
I would prefer to not cheat this.
What do you mean, cheat it?
Opt for physical manipulation in favor of proper conversation and deciding things with slightly more focus than in the midst of certain other activities that
Right.
we provide.
Right. I don't know why it has to be one thing or another right now. Does it have to be?
No?
I like how you make me feel. I don't think I can say that about anyone else. In the same way, obviously. So, wow, super rude if I meant it that way.
Super
Holy
fucking
shit.
rude.
I think that's unique. And that's a really... I love that.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, ultimately, current situation is that I enjoy spending time with you in a variety of ways. I enjoy spending time with Vivienne in a variety of ways, and I enjoyed the few ways in which we spent time, the three of us.
That all sounds... I mean, it's all true. I feel like there's an expectation for me to make a choice at some point, but I don't know why I have to.
No, I mean, if house politics gets into it. But for all we know, house politics will send us in far different directions.
It's true.
I don't know whether that will come sooner with school having ceased existence, but until such time we are back in my own, at least you and I are free of such direct meddling.
Hmm.
So, until such time, we don't have to choose.
Oh, I do a lot of meddling.
Good. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. You asked if you could come and visit if my door was open, and it was, and you were here. Didn't think you meant now.
I didn't necessarily, but I figured I would update you, and ended up waiting a little while. Should I go update Flavian?
You don't have to do that just yet. If you don't have anywhere else to be right away. I wanted to hear a bit more about your cheats that you could employ.
Hear or learn?
I learn by doing.
Oresta does.
Oh.
Oh, Oresta
Oresta
reaches a hand into certain directions.
We've been making good time. We'll be arriving at the Imperial City in 20 minutes.
What? Fuck, shit. Run! Put your pants on! Sorry.
What?
Okay.
Thought we had more time.
Oh, you can have more time. I don't know.
We have one night.
Sure, you can have a night.
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
Like, I guess I could crank this out in 20 minutes. I was hoping to have a little more fun with it.
Good chunk.
Yes, Cobalt. So, what is the...
Any percent volcano eruption?
I like any percent. That's...
Okay, no, I misread a notification on my watch, which was like email from Ian McKellen. I was like, excuse me? Sir, Ian McKellen? What?
Hello, Kate.
Hello, I hear you are a stage manager in Canada. I'm thinking of producing.
I am touring my one-man show. So Ian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
That's Ian.
Well, see, they're volcano.
Yes.
Because they're fire and earth.
Yeah.
Right, sure.
If you add water to it, it's
Hot springs.
Nice.
hot springs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Geothermal.
Whereas Siontel and Gale Whispered are air and wood. So they're rustling leaves.
A tree blowing in the wind.
See, I was thinking like a flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, woodwind. There you go.
Yeah.
I like rustling leaves. Very
So
calming.
then is there a knock at the door announcing arrival, or...
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Great, then Oresta
Weird.
employs said cheats.
Wow,
and,
damn.
I
redo
guess
my
is
pie chart.
checking in on Pyres' stamina, considering the extent of his evening thus far. That's not a stat
what's
anymore.
that fortitude
Oh, sorry.
physique?
6?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's not.
Ten.
It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not her.
10?
Yes.
Holy
You're not
crap.
finished yet.
Oh my god.
That's why she's checking in on his.
Oresta demands more cuddles.
He's like half ragdolling over here. He's just like, incredible. Thumbs up.
Welcome to the best 3 months of your life.
Yeah.
Months. Oh no.
Oh,
Death by snooze.
There will be no sleep. There will be no bread.
I don't need sleep. I don't need food. Like, that's actually where Oresta's,
2 death by snooze snooze.
Hey.
like 10 of her charms were that. So
We're like need no bread,
in
need no sleep.
EX3, yeah.
You
But
folks
no.
should know just before you go back to
Yeah.
it that the captions when Oresta said, "Should I go update Flavienne?" The captions read it as, "Should I go update Fluid?" And I just thought that you all should know. You should all know what it's done.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Oresta finds ways in which Pyres doesn't have to exert himself quite so much.
That's so kind. I feel very well.
Just lie there.
Not
I feel
quite.
very well kept, Miss Oresta.
Why are you talking like that? I don't know.
I'm glad that I've turned into, that.
The Undertaker. Excuse me. Oh boy.
You just hear distant gongs.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And then afterwards, she would go to update Flavian on the facts.
Ooh.
Is there anything that you have left to?
I would like to be amorous with Santal this evening. Because this might be our last opportunity before we start getting like creepily
Yes,
watched
maybe.
by her house, and they know that they can take advantage of our relationship, and I think Gale's feeling very distressed about that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But the lights of the Imperial City are growing closer. The ship is headed there. And when we start the next session, you will be arriving.
Excuse me.
But it does mean that we will end this session here.
Such a sweet episode. I think needed some polite golf claps at the end. I don't know what that was about.
Excellent with the sex.
Well, many copulations. Very
Oh, yes.
congratulations.
Pyres is a withered husk.
I honestly, we got some good things off.
Water! Oh, I'm not there
That's
anymore.
part of why Oresta was like, maybe I shouldn't be cheating this right now, because I
Yeah,
think he
that's
just
great.
spent some extra time
He's
with
gonna
Flavian.
die.
He's exalted.
Yeah.
It's got to be good for something.
Creation changing powers.
Keep up with a
Sex.
19-year-old Slua.
Yep. Who said what? I have an updated pie chart. I thought everyone should know.
What is it?
You get to see it. I
Oh
mean,
my
you've probably
God.
already seen it anyway.
No.
Wow. Was that
I
before or
haven't seen
after what just happened to you?
Before.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what it is. It's like 80-20.
For who?
Aresta.
Okay. Can you hold your notes up? Can we see that?
I don't
Probably
know,
not.
these-
Do you learn how to like? Oh, they're lines. You just don't put any spaces.
No. Oh God, no. No. This is my handwriting is a disaster, frankly, as we all know.
I've been doodling this session. Not
John.
fair.
Well,
Not
it's
kind,
more
not
like-
about light.
Yeah.
See, I'm very much a fan of making sure that when people write stuff, they formatted it, because formatting is like 80% of legibility.
Yes,
in the
true.
end. And so if you ever pass that to me and were like, "Can I have a job?" I'd be like,
No, of course not. But like
Go away.
the notes you take for yourself. I mean, God, the first drafts of rehearsal blocking, like
Oof.
I would never give those to anyone,
No, no,
right?
No, of course not.
Super fair.
I should
Sits
say,
down,
I'm not
erase,
criticizing
doesn't sit
Scott,
down,
but I
erase,
looked at
picks up
those notes and I'm like,
umbrella,
What is he doing?
Especially like, what are these? Like, what are those?
What are
So
those?
at
arrows.
certain points when we split the party, I try to split it off so that like Gale's over here, and it just worked out. The spacing of it was really awkward. I'm sorry, but like you're on that side and we were on this side of the line until we.
This is
reached
Gale. I love you. S. Don't tell me that's a weakness.
And then you'll make a great epic,
Aww.
sort of a greatest hits of the episode
So
situation.
nice.
Speaking of, well, no,
Greatest
not
hits.
greatest hits yet. First, it's learning. What did you learn, Elizabeth?
So Gale's learning, learned that, like, that love can be a strength, but we are also, like, actively going into a place where it's going to be seen as a weakness. And so, like, her own argument is, like, about to be used on her. And she's like, yeah, I understand that to exploit it, we need to, like, put on a show, but this is so effed. I hate it. Like, all that jazz. So,
That's fair.
yeah.
Kate?
I put words to where Oresta is in terms of Anathema. In terms of like, I think there's still some processing going on for Oresta, but it's definitely, for whatever reason, if she can make them useful and believe that she can control them or expect their behavior, she'll use that
It's fair.
rather than just instant murder.
Yeah.
Scott?
I learned that Pyres is starting to come to terms with what he wants in a relationship, but that doesn't mean he wants to limit himself in his relationships.
Okay.
Make sense? Yeah.
Now, speaking of greatest hits, if there's a play that you'd like to highlight.
Pyres fully saying he could rule the realm.
Straight up.
That's
Yikes.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Absolute
because
hubris.
Gale has thought that he would do well for a long time, but she's been keeping
You
that close to the
told me
chest.
why you thought that was the case.
And then the
Might
fact
I
that he
say?
came to this conclusion, she's going to be ecstatic when she hears.
It's absolute terrible.
So, well done, Scott.
Oh, thanks.
It was awesome.
And I wanted to. Whoops.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I wanted to highlight Oresta's scene with Moral as an example of like Oresta kind of listening to someone's concerns, but then she uses her concrete life experience to sort of speak to the lessons she's learned, right? It's not these like heady philosophical ideas all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I just thought that was a really nice example of how her earth aspectness influences her life.
It was nice. I felt like I dropped into Oresta
Yeah.
particularly for that scene. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to highlight Gale reanalyzing, like as much as it was sort of a joke to like, oh, what are our new weaknesses? Like it was actually nice that like you did it and like processing where we're at and what that means for all of us because it matters. It really does. So yeah, thanks, friend.
You'll each gain personal milestone. So in other words, you get a personal milestone.
Hurrah!
As all three of you will gain it. It's this session was about you.
Me?
Y'all.
Moi?
Me?
That's what you get.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, friend.
I want to highlight Moral.
Yup.
Yeah.
Just the whole character. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, but like this session, right? The conversation with Oresta and then the pursuing conversation with Gale through Gateway.
Yeah.
It's because she's been this figure in the distant of like Pyres' past and this scion of House Cathak. And now, it's finally the time where we get to talk to her as a person in a real way. So yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like when she was not reintroduced, but when the letter from her arrived of like, come find me, I've been thinking about things. I'll kill you if you can't convince me, whatever it was, Like, it wasn't that, but
Yeah.
like...
On my throne of skulls.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty metal. It's... I always got the sense that she was very lost. And I like the sort of layers that are being kind of brought to her. Someone who is... I mean, we're all looking for things, right? But that, like, she's found something and trying to reconcile that with her worldview, at least in my opinion, has been really interesting to watch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we got some claps, and we also got some culps.
Oh, good.
Culp.
Culp. But what do we have coming up?
Oh boy. Well, there are streams throughout the week. My week is unfortunately quite up in the air. Normally I stream twice a week, Tuesday evenings and Saturday daytimes. Please stay tuned to the Discord for when those are going to be happening, because I may be rescheduling. Who knows? I have friends coming into town. I got all sorts of stuff happening. So, but I do look forward to continuing Paul Prospero's Paranormal Probe. He's investigating Simulacra, the phone of a missing woman. And the Doomed campaign that I'm playing with the Crosshair, which last sesh went great, and and I mean legitimately great, not stupid great. And we're gonna have a good time with that. So stay tuned to the Discord specifically for me, and then I'll be back on a regular schedule soon. Thank you.
Wednesday, I am. Last week I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is just a wonderful game. And I kept playing it because fuck you, I don't do what you tell me. I might be practicing for Netrunner Worlds on Wednesday. Oh shit! So that's a thing. That might be something that I'll end up doing. We're still retooling what we're going to be doing with our Thursdays for RPG Clinic. So we may stream, we may not. You'll just have to tune into the Discord to find out what's going on.
Friday, I'm just double checking, but Punchy is happening.
Yeah.
More of the punch effect. We continue Mass Effect 2.
We almost have a full crew.
We're accruing our crew.
Saturday.
Hachi has many best friends.
I was about to ask who you're missing, and I'm like, he wouldn't know that.
No,
No.
we would not know that.
Saturday, after an insanely long hiatus, we're back with Drew Crew.
Yeah.
Mystery Lilac Inn continues on Saturday.
Found the diamonds. I seem to recall was the last line, the next line, or whatever.
And then Saturday evening is up in the air.
Yeah, I usually stream on Saturday evenings, as you can see. Not there, but like there.
There you go.
But stay tuned to the Discord for all those updates.
Sunday is Punchy Book Club.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Shit. We must be almost done.
Yeah, I think we are almost in the Divine Volume 9, I guess.
It's not the final.
Which I think might be the final one.
You haven't read it yet, have you?
Of course.
She
I
reads
read
it literally the morning of.
So it's fresh in me old noggin.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Look.
Then next Sunday evening we'll be back here with episode 17, and I will say that the week after next, so the weekend of November 21st, there will not be a stream because I'm going to be out of town, and Liz took that opportunity to also be out of town.
Kate's gone.
So I think it'll be a different kind of Sunday, but next Sunday, the 14th of November, there will be a stream. It'll be here, usual time, usual channel. All the time zone changes, I believe, in the world have happened. So if there has been a time zone change in your place, ours also has happened. If you haven't had a time zone change,
No, all the time zone changes have happened.
yeah, but if you live in a place that doesn't change time zones, double check
Oh,
what
you mean
time
the
zone we're
smart
in.
places.
Yeah, because we have now had our time zone change.
We are now EDT.
Eastern
Standard time. So
we're
we're
standard.
EST.
We're Est.
Est.
Even though now
Yes.
daylight time far exceeds the amount of time that standard time is.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Look, folks, that's what time does. You know what else time does? Time makes fools of us all. But you're not fools for checking out our Discord.
Boo! Boo!
Wow.
Honestly, that was
Don't make
pretty
me
good.
start sonneting.
Here it comes.
Discord.
Yeah, go check out our Discord.
Hey.
It's a good place to be. Who doesn't like a good Discord?
Great place there.
I'll also remind people that if you want to make comments or suggestions as to what we can do with our Thursday streams, by all means, let us know. That's the best place to let us know. Special thanks to everybody who subbed today or resubbed or continued their gift sub. It was very appreciated. We do throw it right back in here. Hey, and we even color balanced for you today. So look at that.
Because of viewers like you.
Viewers like you. But if there's anything that you can do, look, you do not need to subscribe.
No.
You don't. But if you let other people know about us, that's cool too.
That's even, yeah,
We'd
that's great.
appreciate it.
I mean, to do the generic thing, like, comment, subscribe, it all, and I mean YouTube subscribe, which is like follow on Twitch. Like that, honestly, he pumps the numbers
Yeah.
and does the algorithm shit that helps other
It does.
people
Commenting
find
on our
us.
YouTube videos as well is,
Really fun.
now that we're talking about the algorithm,
Yeah.
commenting on them and then us responding and liking and engaging. Like,
I know it sounds dumb,
Boost the numbers.
but it makes a big
so-
deal. Also,
yeah.
if one day Twitch explodes, we have to have at least 100 or 1,000 subscribers to
Ugh.
YouTube, I think. So
Tell your friends to subscribe to our YouTube.
at any rate,
Ugh.
thanks so much, folks,
Yeah.
for being here. If you can, go out and get your double tap. In fact, get your triple tap. Go get your flu shot.
Hey.
If you're in the States, you can get your boosters too. Go for that. Boost.
I'm
but-
just making shit up, sorry.
That's perfect.
But no matter what, just remember that we're all doing this because we want to make sure we are going.
That way? I'm really.
See you next time.
Bye.
See you later.